just what to do. And I'm so sick of pain, but it's all too clean with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know you deserve respect. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again. Reason rhyme and second time and choose whether we win or yellow, whether we dip or shallow. Please me now, cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we step or jello. Sometimes when you mean, you want a little bit of gasoline, burned out, so to speak. Come a little closer, here's some disclosure. Do you mind to quit your pretending? Truth or false, this shit never ending. Hear me now and stop condescending. You see, I'm begging you, hear me beg. If you're sick for love, don't try to hide it. Find it deep inside and try to hide it. If there's a way, I wanna know which way to quit your games and now that you denied it. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know you deserve respect. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again. Reason rhyme and second time and choose whether we green or yellow, whether we dip or shallow. Please me now, cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we step or jello. I got room and make amends, but can't go through the same regrets. It could feel so good on mine. Not about love, I gain. And I know you deserve respect. Or yellow, whether we dip or shallow. Please me now, cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we step or jello. Freedom! So fresh, so new. Freedom! It's all for you. All for you. Freedom. Keep your ears to the ground. Talking about the freedom. It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom. Freedom. I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom. Start right now. Freedom. Get your freedom tonight. Come on, everybody, young, old, all you lovers, this is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about the freedom, let yourself be free. I give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom. Start right now. Talking about the freedom. Get your freedom tonight. Freedom. I give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom. Let yourself be free. Start right now. Freedom. Get your freedom tonight. Freedom. gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Everybody watch out. Watch out now. I'm ready for a good time, and I came to groove. The whole band's here, and we came to move. Got a fresh haircut and 2 new shoes. We're here all night like we got nothing to lose. I'm coming out the jacket, cause we're turning up the heat. I wanna see you clapping when you get up out your seat. It's time to make it happen when we hit these streets. I'm coming in hot, and I can't be beat. Watch out now. Baby, watch out now. Watch out. I'm on the move, I'm going up. I'm a man on a mission with no missions, and I'm looking for love. Oh, I'm just looking for love. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Cause baby, I feel real good, and I wish I would. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good, baby. Everybody watch out. Last call for some alcohol, and don't forget to tip. The sun went down, but we're still rolling. The band's still going, playing all the hits. I guess I'm now too legit to quit. I'm coming out the jacket, cause we're turning up the heat. I wanna see you clapping when you get up out your seat. It's time to make it happen when we hit these streets. I'm coming in hot, and I can't be beat. Watch out now. Everybody watch out. Watch out. Hey, baby. I'm on the move, I'm going up. I'm a man on a mission with no missions, and I'm looking for love. Oh, I'm just looking for love. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Cause baby, I feel real good, and I wish I would. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good, baby. Everybody watch out. Everybody watch out. Watch out. No matter what people want you to believe, don't ever turn back on your dreams. It's all in your hands, a change is near. Close your eyes, listen, the sound is so clear. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love, gotta love, gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Speak up, stand tall, our voice sounds broken. Rise up, love all, heart wide open. Oh, yo, yo. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Got to love. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. You got to love one another. Not about the storm, but how you dance with the rain. Don't beat yourself up, strive through your pain. Keep moving forward, don't be afraid of who you are. Anything is possible, so shine like a star. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Oh, yo, yo. Oh, yo, yo. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another. Gotta love, gotta love, gotta love one another.
Well, I gave you all my love and I gave you all my trust and I gave you everything that you need. But you only told me lies and you made me realize that, babe, you ain't no good for me. I can't be with you, you can't be true. And I know just what I got to do. Gonna hit the ground running, running, running just as fast as I can. Gonna hit the ground running, running, running just as fast as I can. Woo-hoo. Well, you're begging me to stay, but I'm going my own way, and the skies ain't looking cloudy or gray. I won't even roll the dice so that you can't play me twice, no babe. Who do you think I am? Well, I'm gonna take my own road. And I'm sorry, baby, you can't go. Gotta hit the ground running, running, running just as fast as I can. Gotta hit the ground running, running, running just as fast as I can. Well, I know
Make me feel so high. Make me feel so high. You make me feel so high. Time and time again, you make me feel so high. open sky, over the siren sounds. This is a dream, getting the royal scar, holding a diamond blade, throwing it far, holding your breath still. You jump the fire, we'll just sit and wait till you see me fly. You know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. See me fly, you know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. Look at them now, all of the noise they make, counting the cards to one. Queen of hearts never breaks. Falling asleep, here might just take a while. Trying not to grind your teeth, dreaming to touch my style. Well, can't say I blame you, trying to come close to, but all you can do. See me fly, you know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. See me fly, you know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. Got the wrong. Got the wrong guy. Then try to tell me you got the wrong guy.
Hello guys, welcome to the live stream. So happy to see you here. We have 6 people. How are you today? So happy. Let me know in the chat where you are watching from. From Orlando, Florida, as you know. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or if you follow me on YouTube, welcome to the live stream. Today we have a packed day. We are actually reviewing 26 stores. Oh my god, imagine that. I haven't done a review like this in a while. I did want to celebrate my 3,000 followers on TikTok, I think, and I review around, let's see, like 10 stores, but I went ahead 3 days ago and sent a DM to some of my followers and also put some posts on social media, and I got a ton of replies. So today we're reviewing 26 stores. Imagine that. So let me know, how are you? How is everyone? So happy to see you here. I see 10 viewers. Let me know where you are watching from. We have Laura in the chat. She's managing the chat. So if you have any questions, she'll be there to filter the questions and send that to me, because we're going to be learning a ton today. So hopefully you have something to drink, you are comfy in your office, in your bed, or whatever you actually work. And then let's get started. So some things out of the bat is that I'm assuming that you already picked a product and there is a reason why you picked this product. So I already took a look of some of the stores and went ahead to make some notes to see what's going on in each one, and I saw some of the products that I personally wouldn't do, but if you pick that product, that there must be a reason. So I post a lot of content every single day, just teaching people how to do product research the right way, how to do the process of actually using Facebook ads and the Facebook feed, influencer marketing to find winning products. But in reality, some people have a specific reason to pick, let's say, a bracelet or something super specific. So I won't pick a ton in the product research aspect. If you are interested about product research, we can plan ahead another different live, and then we can actually go ahead and dedicate a time to actually do some product research, and we can maybe hang out and look for potential products live, and then you can go ahead and try them. But today we're focusing on the website design. I'm going to comment on different products, but it's up to you to decide if that product is right for your brand. And if you want some resources, there will be a ton of videos down in the description when the live ends that you'll be able to watch and actually use them to be able to find and research potential products. So as you know, there are 3 big pillars in e-commerce. The pillar number 1 is to have an amazing product. Pillar number 2 is to have a great and optimized website, a product page, something that looks super nice, something that people, when they visit, they are convinced to be able to finish the purchase, because you don't do anything just by people clicking your ads and all of these, and they get to the store and they see that something super scammy, or maybe the design is kind of off. So this is a big part of the equation. And the third part is the Facebook ads, or Google ads, or YouTube ads, the ad strategy that you're using, plus the creative. So we're talking about videos and photos. So I have a 2-hour training explaining how I do the Facebook ads management for my clients, for my agency, and even for my own stores. So this training is completely free. You can go ahead and sign up. The link will be down in the description when the live ends. Is tdcdigitalagency.com/FB ads training, and there you'll learn how to do the Facebook ads the proper way. So now that you know how to do the Facebook ads when you watch the training, the only thing left is actually being able to create a great video ad and actually optimize your store the right way. So that's why I decided to focus on the website creation part, on the optimization of the landing page, because if you learn this, you will have almost all of the pieces of the puzzle. So you'll have a great product research. So if you take the time and research, then you'll be able to have an optimized landing page. You'll watch the Facebook ads training completely free, and then you'll be able to create your video ad offering using one of the services I'm going to recommend to you. Or if you have a video experience, you can create this, and then you'll have an amazing strategy for your store. So today we're doing the actual landing page optimization. So to get started, we're doing from the phone. So we're actually opening all of the stores from the iPhone, because more than 95% of people that visit your store will see it from a phone. Okay, so it just makes sense that I use a phone to be able to review the stores, because this will be what people will be using as a user experience. So we don't want, using a browser or anything like that. We want to actually use a phone to be able to see how they see it. So I can make corrections and tell you exactly, listen, this doesn't work. You need to change it. So let's go ahead and open all the stores that we have available right here. So as you can see, I have a ton of them. I'm not putting them in a specific order. I'm only picking one single store first, because I know the person is actually leaving soon, because this person is in India and he has to go to sleep and all of this, which is a bummer, because you'll be missing a ton of information from other stores. Because if I go ahead and just review the store, and then let's say that you learn from it, you make the changes, but then let's say 3 stores later, you'll learn something that you might add into yours. So this is the big part. So that's why I decided to make this stream, because I know you guys will benefit from each one of these stores. Because if all of you actually go ahead and take little pieces of information from each one and apply this to your store, you will see the pattern. You will see that it's not that difficult, and all of the stores have something in common, okay? The only thing that differentiates one from the other is actually the branding and the product we're using. But the cornerstone and the template that you should be using and the feel should be the same. So let's go ahead and start with Sony right here. Let's see. This is my first impression. So we have sonyfeed.com. Feel free to write in the chat. I'm gonna make some comments. Also, you can go ahead and make some comments also, because this is great. I mean, this will be a great scenario where real people will see your store and you will know what's going on. It's not only me, but also the people that are watching the live stream that can actually tell their opinion about it. So you can see, and maybe you see 10 people commenting in the same thing. So there is something going on, and that's something that you need to change. So if we see here, for example, we have Sony.com. I like the logo from the start. I think it brings up the actual value of the brand. It's not like a quick fix logo that you made in Canva, or maybe you did, but it looks great. I mean, I like the color palette. It's super nice. We see the template, super easy to do. We see the actual menu, we see the user, we see the search, and we see the back. Now with this, the search, I tend not to put the search there. So you will be like, okay, Gabriel, how do I do this for my store? How can I take out the actual search bar? So if you have a store that you are actually using the search bar, that will be great. But maybe more than 80% of the stores that I work with, they don't use this search and they still leave it there. So you go ahead and contact shopify.com/support. I'll put the link down in the description, and you can go ahead and go to the live chat and request for them to be able to take out the search. So why would we take it out? So the idea here is not to confuse the customer. So a confused mind never buys. So what I try to do is to make it as simple as possible. This way, I'm 100% sure that they won't be clicking there to be able to search other things. I want them to be focused on the landing page. And that's why I don't want to use a search bar. If you have a specific reason why you want to use the search, go ahead and leave it there. But I wouldn't use that, okay? Then we have the login information. That's on the fence. If you have a subscription service or something like that, you need a login information. However, for your case, for an e-commerce store selling X and Y product, that's a one-time thing. That's more than, it's an extra thing that I wouldn't put into it. So from the start, I would take the search and the user and only leave the menu and the actual bag, the shopping bag. I like the cleanness of the product. I like the trademark. I know that maybe 70% of people that use the trademark symbol is not actually a trademark name, but that's fine. But make sure that if you start scaling the store, you go ahead and actually trademark whatever you want to trademark, so you don't get in trouble with it. If you're actually testing the product, you just can go with it for a few days, but then go ahead when you get some traction, leave the trademark there, okay? Then we have the neck fit. So right here we see the actual, this is a neck massager. I won't comment on the products again because that's something personal. Maybe you have a reason for it. Maybe you found it on a dropshipping group or whatever you're trying to do. So in my opinion, I wouldn't do this product if you don't have a specific angle, but again, that's up to you depending on what you are doing. I don't think that I will be able to scale. If I were you doing this store, I wouldn't do this product, for example. However, maybe you have a strategy that you want to implement around this product, and that's fine, that's awesome. But at the moment, this product is everyone is selling this kind of product. Unless you have a brand around it and you have a strategy, go ahead and do it. But that is it regarding the product. I like the clean images. So right here, you see that you have, for example, it's a white background image. They tend to work super well. However, when you see an image like this one, not with the actual text, but actually a person using the product, is a little bit different, okay? It's a little bit different because you actually see how it's used. So depending of your product and depending how it's used, you will be using an actual image of a person using it or the actual product in a white background. But make sure you're not using the same AliExpress picture of your competitors or anything like that. As I told you before, I'm posting content every single day, and I always tell you, go ahead, order a product from AliExpress, Centrop, or anywhere. You can go even to Amazon Prime and order one of the products, because if you found it on AliExpress, most likely that product is inside Amazon. And go ahead, order it, and then create content around it. Buy some, white things that you can put around to it, a background of seamless, and then take a picture that actually looks amazingly well and put together. But from start, this is a great start. Maybe you found this picture on AliExpress, that's 100% fine if you're testing the product. But as soon as you start selling this specific product and you pass off 3 to 5 units per day profitably, it's time for you to order the product, make the investment of the $20, $50 or whatever it costs, and create original content for your store. Because this is one of the most important parts inside any e-commerce store. When you're walking inside a supermarket, for example, you will see people looking at the boxes, the cereal boxes, and everything that they have to showcase. So for this, the equivalent of the boxes for our store is the actual imagery, the image that we're using, and the videos we're using. So you want to be using something that makes sense for your product. You want to be using something that looks well put together and something that's original. So make sure to order your product and create original content. So you might be asking, okay, Gabe, but I don't have skills to be able to create content. I don't know how to take pictures, how to edit. So my take on this is, number one, it's a necessary skill if you want to be in the e-commerce space. If you're an owner, because if you know how to edit and look for things, you can actually ask your editors for things. Okay, I started editing videos, for example, and when I try to edit my ads for me, my clients, and the agency, I actually tell people what I want because I know how to edit. So this is an amazing skill to start learning. So I encourage you to go to YouTube and start learning how to use Adobe Premiere, etc., or any editing software, and try to learn how to make amazing videos. Also, there are amazing tools, okay, like bands of ads, for example. They create amazing ads and create product, content that you can use for your ads and all of this. The link is in the description again, and you can use them to cut the middleman, to cut the creating content part. However, at some point, you will need to find a content person for your brand, either a contractor or someone to create original content for your brand. So go ahead, look around your city, a photographer friend or something like that, or someone in Fiverr that you can send the products to their home, a marketing agency, a content marketing agency like mine, etc. There are many ways that you can go around this, okay? Also, let's go down and look at the pictures. So right here, I see a ton of pictures of the same thing. So what I would do here is that this one is an extra picture. When you see it, it doesn't make sense to just put it there because it's just too much. It's just too much for the actual viewer to go ahead and interact with the actual, landing page. So what I recommend is to go ahead and actually leave the picture number 1 maybe, and then use 3, 4, and then the number 5, use this in your description of the actual product, okay? Then if we go down, okay, we see more things like, okay, full detail, nail, we see hair curler plus, etc. So as you can see here, you're trying to market, maybe you can let me know in the chat, you're trying to market different products under the same niche. That's fine, you're doing this for your, for your e-commerce store, but let's go ahead and browse one of the products, and I see that you have a password, so we'll be able to actually, it's gonna ask me for the password. I guess you have it in, with the password, so it's difficult for me to go ahead and tell you more about it. So I know the team that you're using for this. Subscribe us and be part of Shopify. So what's the reason around this specific message right here? So you need to give them a reason for them to subscribe, either a coupon code on their first order. So people do, for example, 10% off in the first order. You can do a freebie, let's say a template or PDF, teaching them how to use some product or some beauty method if this store is around beauty. You can also you can do a giveaway once a month, and you can put here, join our newsletter to be one of the participants of the giveaway, etc. You have many angles, but just to put this just because and just wait for them to subscribe, it won't happen. It won't happen that much. So make sure you have an incentive of the actual subscribe button, okay? So that's one of the things. So you need to think about emails as something super necessary. Emails are your door to not paid Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, any of that. So if you have the email of your visitor, you will own the traffic. This way you can go to MailerLite, the link is in the description, the one that I use to be able to create my email campaigns, and then you can market to this audience. This way you can actually contact these people without spending any money. So this is a great method to be able to actually get sales without spending money. So for you to give, let's say you invest 1 unit a month and you give away 1 unit in return of, let's say, 150 emails, that's amazing, because this way people will visit your store. Some of them will buy, but the people that don't buy and subscribe, they will purchase from you at some point when you send some discounts, or even better, when during Black Friday, or when you have something around any promotions, etc. So this is an amazing way to get free traffic, quote unquote. So make sure you add an incentive under the subscribe of us part, okay? Here, secure checkout system, the exclamation point, the same, faster ship. This is completely not necessary nowadays. I wouldn't recommend put this in a store nowadays. It's just too much. You're screaming, I'm a dropshipping store, I'm secure. Just try to keep it as professional as possible and don't use any badges. And instead of using badges around, start using quality content, amazing copywriting, put your design well put together, and you won't need to actually put badges, trust badges, or any of that, okay? So if you want to put secure checkout system, that's not necessary. You know why? Because you have the secure in the search. So any Shopify store has the HTTPS, which is the secure browser. So you don't have to tell them that. What happens if you put that? They'll think twice. Why would you say that? Are you gonna scam me? Should I put my credit card here? So you're putting things on their brain that you don't need to be putting. So make sure you don't mention these words because it's already implied. If the store is well put together, you don't need to put secure checkout system, okay? Also, faster shipping times. What does this mean? It means 3 days, 10 days, 15 days. Okay, that's awesome. But this is not the place to put it. You will put this inside your checkout process. So when people put their details, their email, and there's time for them to pick the shipping time, you can put the time they're shipping. This is only adding more stuff that's not needed. It's more scrolling that's not necessary, okay? You don't need to tell them at this point when they're visit your landing page to tell them, okay, there is a faster shipping time. They don't need to know that. You need to convince them about the product you're selling, okay? Then what we have is unique product. That's completely unnecessary. That's something like telling them this is a blue color and you put blue on top of the blue color. That doesn't make any sense. But just don't put this. It's extra information that's not necessary. Then we have ensure quality. That's 100%. That's screaming, I'm a dropshipping store, I don't own the products, etc. So a real brand is not telling people ensure quality. A brand that's well put together is not telling people. You need to be able to work on your brand or your copywriting without telling them phrases like this one. So make sure to get this out from your landing page and work with your descriptions, your product pages, etc. Then we have some descriptions here. And that's it. I like the branding. You understand about branding, you understand about colors, you are respecting. You see the same orange here, you see the actual gray. I like all of that. The only thing, the changes that I will do is that one. So for now, that will be all for this store. Thank you so much for submitting. And if I were you, I will stay in the live because there is a ton to unpack here. So let's go to the next store. Let's say something. Let's pick one of them. I'm not doing in a specific order. We're only picking one of them. So let's go ahead and pick this one. So we have pain relief belts. So if we go ahead, we refresh the store, because I want to see the pop-ups that come up. So there are a lot of comments I have about that. I saw a lot of them in most of the stores, and your guys are going super crazy with pop-ups, and you need to stop actually. But I will let you know what I see here regarding pop-ups. So for this one, I see tackle back pain the right way. Awesome. So let's go to your main product, because you don't want to be sending your traffic to your homepage. Even if you have a ton of products, you have to have a real reason to be sending people to your homepage. So I always send the people to my product page. So I don't do like a general ad just showcasing all of the products that I have available. What I do is I create a specific ads that talk about the specific product. So when people click the link, I send them straight to the product page. So for this one, I'm going to pick one of the products and just go ahead and visit the product page. So this is what people would see when they click the ad. So from start, if this is just a new store or something like that, Let's see, let me try to click another one to see if you have a better description, or even if you have, let's see, your catalog, for example, right here. So what I see, oh, the phone went off. Let me go ahead and click here. Okay. So if we go to the window capture here, sorry about that, guys. So let me go to the window capture. And we go to my phone, we go to the mirror. We click this one. So like every 20 minutes or so, the mirror of the phone disconnects if I don't click it, I guess. But let me just put it right here. So we click right here. Now you should be able to see it. So now we're inside the store right here. So I guess that you did your homepage, you put the information in the homepage, and then people click the actual product and they visit the actual product page. This is something that I don't recommend because you're adding an extra click, okay? So what you do in this case is you either do a general homepage that only have like a home button and that's it, and then they can click it and visit the product page, but you actually send the people to your product page, because I know why you did this. You want to try to have more options to actually pick different products and showcase here, because the homepage tends to have more flexibility when designing, but it's actually hurting your sales, okay? It's actually putting an extra barrier in front of your actual store. So what I recommend here is that you click the shop now, and then here you're going to build your actual product page. You don't want to be actually adding an extra barrier, as I said. So right here, you're going to put different pictures that talk about the product. You're going to put different sections, the same ones that you see right here. You can do the same thing inside the product page. So make sure you have only one product page with the information of your product, because you want people to see, learn about the product, and then click add to cart or buy with Apple Pay or whatever they're buying, or more payment options. So you want to be straightforward with this. Then we see the bar right here, 30% off plus free shipping. This is good, but it's not that good because you don't have the scarcity. What does this mean? So when this ends, so let's say that you have a 5-day sale. So you are running this offer for 5 days. So the people that visit your store will know that in 5 days, this sale is going to end. If not, you're leaving wondering, okay, but how long do I have to be able to purchase this? So in my opinion, you need to be able to put 30% off plus free shipping the next 48 hours, for example. So you add the scarcity part inside the store. So that's one of the things. So here I see, looks like you are in United States, change currency. That's fine. I mean, that's 100% valid. I guess you are outside, I guess you're in Europe or something like that. So let's see what else you have here. I like the picture, just wide, this sticks, it looks branded. We go ahead and watch on more pictures here. So from the start, I see that the menu, the logo is a little bit big. So it's a lot of scrolling. So imagine someone that has a small phone, they have to scroll a lot to be able to start reading about the product. So what I would do is I would put the logo a little bit smaller, or I would make a version of this logo that's more vertical. I don't like horizontal logos for that reason, because it adds a lot of layers of scrolling when you have that huge logo in your actual menu. So that's why I like the small logos, the ones that go horizontal. So you can put paint relief belts and then the little man next to it, and then you will save almost 1 finger of scrolling just by doing that change. The same thing, the search, I just told you guys about that. The username, the login, I just told you guys about that. That's not necessary. 85% of the time, so don't put that there. Free yourself from back pain. I usually put the actual name of the product right here. It's smart to be able to have a headline that tells the problem. So it's up to you. You can test it. You can A/B test if that works for you, because the headline speaks the problem right away. And maybe you can add with back belt trademark or something like that. I like that you are respecting the actual brand. You have the same blue right here in the prices and the sale. It looks cohesive and branded. That's super, super cool. Then if we keep scrolling, we see the badges. You don't need this at the moment. You are screaming, I'm a dropshipping store, or I'm outsourcing from China or something like that. Don't put these badges. People know, people are already trained. People are actually, they know how to differentiate a dropshipping store with a regular store. So don't put these badges. Instead, what you're going to do is actually have an amazing product page, amazing content, amazing copywriting, something that looks super branded, and you will be speaking straight to them without saying secure ordering. I mean, that should be implied because the store looks amazing, okay? It's not necessary. Easy returns. You shouldn't be saying that in case there is a reason for it. So I have a sentence for the easy returns and all of that. I usually put 30-day money back guarantee at the end of the page, so people we know that we stand behind our products, etc. But there is a specific sentence that I will put in the description that you can copy and paste and actually add that inside your product pages without putting these badges. I mean, they know these badges just don't work, guys. Again, if you have any questions, Laura will be checking the questions and she will let me know something that I have to answer, something like that. Also, let's imagine that this product page has like this actual description inside the product page. So this is picture after picture after picture. You shouldn't have these pictures right here. You should have sentence, bullet points, big H2, H1s, big titles, and then you put the bold in some letters. You should have different formats of the information. So I will be tagging maybe a store that I recommend. I will be at the end, if we have some time, I can show you what a real store, an optimized store looks like, so you understand what I'm saying about description. So you need to work on this, because people, when they come inside, they see a ton of pictures that just don't make sense, and then a bunch of text that are just like thrown in there. So you need to work on the sequence and think as they are actually, like, your potential customer is browsing inside your product page. So like this, then you can optimize, and when people enter, for example, you know they have a back pain, so you can put a headline that says straight to the problem, and then you can use this anywhere, and you put different places you can use. So you find different angles, and each angle is one part of the landing page. So we have angle number 1, then we have angle number 2, 3, and 4, and so on. Also, I see that I don't see reviews here. I have an app that I always use, and if you sign up with my link down in the description, it's called Lux Reviews. You will be able to get 30 days free trial. That's not normal. Usually they give 14 days free trial. So with this link, you will be able to get 30 days free trial. So go ahead and add Lux Reviews to your page, so you can start adding the reviews inside your actual page. So this is it for now for this page. This one needs a lot of work, as you can see. Maybe I'm planning to do something like this every single month. Let's see how it goes. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a big live just like this one every single month, so we can actually start working on that. So in next month, you can actually send me the page with the corrections, and then we can see how it goes, and you let me know, okay, these are the changes, what do you think, and then we can do this once again. But you should be starting working with these different tips that I just gave you, and start actually watching my videos. I teach you step by step what you'll be doing. If you are in my email newsletter, you can also go ahead and you'll get emails that teach you how to optimize what apps I recommend, etc., for you to add to your page, and then you can actually make the changes that you need. So to get inside the email newsletter, you go to heymeneses.com and you'll be receiving emails from me. And also, if you want help right away, I need to be able to start making sales right away, go ahead and book a coaching call. You will see it right here, heymeneses.com, setmore.com, heymeneses.setmore.com. You can book a coaching call and we can start fixing your Shopify store. I'll teach you everything I know in the coaching call, and then you start optimizing your store so you can start getting sales right away, or depending on your product, obviously, but that's something that you really need to work on. So let's go ahead and find the next website. So let's pick another one. Let's see this one right here. We see thewholesomegoods.com. So if we go down, let's go straight to the product page. I see you have a lot of products, my friend here. So we go to the products. Let's see which one you're actually marketing to. So this is the normal case when you see a general store. People try to find a niche. For example, this one I guess is like home, or I don't know, you have different. This is super general. Usually people try to focus on babies or pets or dogs or whatever. But what I recommend, I always tell my students, just pick one single product. It's easier to scale and you can make a store around your product. Let's say that you are making a store around this plant right here. You put thefloatingpan.com or thefloatingflowerpot.com. This way you can actually focus on one product and you're testing if it actually works. And you only need to spend ads for one product. So the more products you have, the more angles you have, and the more ad spend you need to be spending money on Facebook, YouTube, Google, and Instagram. So that's the main problem with general stores. We have a ton of people trying to make it happen inside e-commerce, and they're bringing like $1,000 budget, and they start putting like 20 different products inside a website, and they want to start getting sales. But if you start splitting the $1,000 inside 20 products, you have a budget of, it's minimal, the budget that you have. And if you tell me each product costs like $200, imagine that it's even minimum, because the way for you to find a winning product is to actually test the product and at least spend 3 times the cost of your product to know what's going on and what's wrong with your website, with your landing page, with your ads, with your product. So imagine this, you're spending 3 times the cost of your product for each product, and then it's just a mess. So that's why, for beginners, for people just getting into the game of e-commerce and all of this, I 100% recommend that you go ahead and try only one product inside your store. Brand your store around this product. It's 100% easier. I don't know if you remember in the beginning of the video, this person is trying a neck massager. So if you go around that product, only do that single product around the website, and then you test and you can see if it's worth it, if it's actually worth it to actually go ahead and try this. Okay, so we see this, you have a ton of products, but let's go ahead and pick one of them. So if I have to guess, you're doing this one, no, you're not doing this one, or you're actually not optimizing either. So you're actually in bare bones in this website. This needs a lot of work. So this is a common mistake for new people. They're actually copy and pasting the AliExpress description. So that's the main thing. You never do this, okay? So what you do, you start actually creating content, put your pictures and videos. I always start with a GIF, then the actual description, my headline stating the problem solution, and then I start describing the product. I don't copy and paste. Never do that. Never copy and paste from AliExpress, like material type, pet towels. This is something I did like 4 years ago when I started ecom. The first store that I ran was a swimsuit store, and the first thing I did was copy and pasting, and I never saw sales. Oh well, I saw like 3 sales, but at that time it was a lot easier and people weren't used to dropshipping store or something like that, that design. But now people know about the material type, pet towels, blah blah. So all of that is super. The first, when someone enters the store, they will click and they will know this is from China. I can go to AliExpress, Alibaba, or something like that and find this product even cheaper. I won't buy from this. You need to take the time to actually make a product page. So right here, that's the main tip. Is super bare bones. It needs a lot of work. You need to be able to find pictures. Never do like a collage of pictures unless you have a specific reason why. Find, this is what I mean. This is like, it's just too much. You have a ton of pictures. It's no more than 3, guys, because you want them to start scrolling and learning about the product, to read your headline, see your gift, etc. You want them to start scrolling. You never put a ton of pictures on top. Only use, I recommend personally, the debut theme is the fastest one. You can make an amazing product page if you know what you're doing. You can brand it, create content around it, and you can make the debut theme look amazingly well without paying a cent. Only paying the $29 from Shopify, and that's it. So this is not necessary, guys. So this is just too much. Again, you need to change the description ASAP, and you need to start working on your landing pages. Stay through the video and watch the video until the end for you to learn how to make an actual landing page. Also, you see here the social media links. I never put this if you're starting, if I'm starting a new store right away, I never put the share, tweet, pinned, all the social links, because what happens here is that first they go out of your store and they will see that you don't have social media presence, they will see that you don't have reviews, followers, etc. And they actually is a red flag. They will know, something is going on, this store is brand new, I won't order from here. So you don't want to have social links inside your store unless you have a reason why, unless you have a strong following in the social media platform you're using. And even you don't want to be putting an external link inside your product page, because you don't want people to be exiting your product page. You want them centered in the main show, because once they enter, you're already paid for that click. So once they enter, the only exit for them will be through the checkout system. Okay, for you to be able to do that, don't put a social sharing link. Put it in your homepage, put it at the end of the purchase, or even if they saw you on Facebook, they will see more retargeting ads, they will see more Instagram retargeting ads. So you don't have to worry about the social proof in that sense. The social proof will come from your reviews using Lux Reviews and all of these apps that I recommend. The link down in the description once again to get 30 days free trial. So this is the main thing right here, okay? So no social links. So from that, you have a ton of work to do. The headline, the logo, just scratch that completely. Go ahead and create a new logo on canva.com. One line and the symbol next to it, so it's vertical. You don't have to spend a ton of scrolling. Look at this, for example, you have like a big chunk in white right here. That's not necessary, okay? So make sure that you don't actually, it's not necessary. It's like 4 fingers of space right here. So you only need a small logo right here to the left, and then they start scrolling as you saw before. So let's go to the next page, and let's also check our chat to see what's going on. So let's go to the actual YouTube live. So let's see if we go to the chat right here. Let's see what people are saying. Or could you please reduce the sound of background music? Sure, I will reduce the sound of the background music. So if we put it right here, hopefully it's sounding well. So let's read here. South India, could you please reduce? Yeah, we reduced that. Hi Lara, can I share my store link to get a review? Hey guys, I haven't submitted my link. Okay, thank you so much. So we have 16 people. Just let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to ask any questions you might have, and make sure to tell me where you're watching from. I'm always happy to connect with you guys. So just let me know. We know exactly where you're watching from. So let's go ahead and go to the next store. Let me go ahead and turn on the video capture here. Okay, so now we have the narrow path clothing right here. This one is selling, I guess it's print on demand, POD. So if we go ahead to the actual product page, if I click one shirt, we will see the same thing. We see the sharing links right here. I don't put that. We see United in Christ, blah, blah, all the actual name and the logo. The logo is taking too much space. Go ahead and put that smaller and one sentence, or maybe you can put that as your favicon, and then you put the actual name of the brand with that logo next to it, and you put it vertical so your actual bar is not that big. Then we see actually the description. You need to work on this description. It's not worth it to be able to put only letters. So you need to be able to put some more. So pictures of people using it, the same thing. There are some websites that actually put fake models with your designs. So you can actually, instead of putting only one shirt, you can use a person, because clothing is even better when they see it on top of a person. It's easier for people to actually relate to the product and actually go ahead and relate and buy straight away. So make sure you go ahead. I'll try to link one of the companies that do this. It's super affordable for you to try, and you can put these designs on top of people without actually having, it's like a plain shirt with the design on top. So make sure to check the link in the description so you actually use this service to be able to use real people wearing your clothing. Then let's see your actual landing page. You need to work on your product description, because it's bare bones when you see it. That's why you're not seeing sales, because the only thing that we see here is when you, browse the home page. The same thing, the search icon, not necessary. I just told you about that. Then we see, go to the buttons. You need to work 100% in that. No one is gonna read this, so you need to make it different. You need to make it pictures, you need to make it with bold, you need to make bullet points, you need to have an experience inside your about us page, because people won't read that. If we go to the best sellers, we have the same 6 products. This is super bare bones, so make sure you go ahead, work with your photos and videos, your creatives. So for this case, I will send people to the homepage, and the homepage needs to be optimized with the featured products. So a banner just telling what's your main goal for the brand, then a shop now that send them straight to your product page, to your feature page, and then you have some text, and then you have all the feature items, the bestseller items. But you need to put faces inside this website. That's why you're not selling, because only looks like floating shirts and looks like a regular print on demand website. So the only way for you to bring this clothing line outside is to putting faces to it and start doing collaborations with influencers, etc. So you start putting a face to the brand. So this is one of the most difficult niches inside e-com, because there is a ton of competitions. When you have shirts and hoodies and all of these, so many people doing print on demand. So you need to make a breakthrough. You need to follow a trend. You need to be able to find a way to actually start making sales using different formats inside your landing pages and your ad strategies that you're using. So those are the few changes that we recommend. So then let's go to the next website. Let's pick this one right here. We have abskdeals.com. So for this one, another one that's, I'm overwhelmed with all the pop-ups, everything that's going on. Put your comments about this. Just let me know what you think about this. We have, I think, 4 pop-ups on top of each other, 5 pop-ups. That's just too much, guys. So I don't use any pop-ups unless I have a specific reason for it. That's a straight, there is no way. The only way I increase my average order value is with 2 applications. So the main applications I use is Sweet Order Bump, which adds a specific item inside your cart before you buy. Then I have post-purchase checkout at the end. That's the only way, because this one is just confusing people and you're telling me, yes, but this increases sale. No, this actually is the people that come in, they're like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm just gonna exit. It's just too much, it's too overwhelming. You don't want them to be facing that. So let's go ahead and visit one of your products here. Let's see, I guess your main products, let's just pick this one to see if it's optimized for sales. This is not optimized like at all. So you can see this, a bunch of text, and then you see the pictures. It doesn't make any sense. So you have to mix picture, videos, GIF, letters, headlines, and then the reviews. You don't want to put like one chunk first and then the pictures later. So make sure you start off with a GIF, then a big headline stating the problem and the solution of the product, then bullet points, then some pictures, one picture, maybe a collage of 4 pictures just telling the benefits of the product. Then you start putting bullet points, that's another headline, and so on, depending of how hard you need to sell. So let's say you're pushing a product of $50 versus a product of $300. Your description will be longer in the $300 to $500 product because you actually need to inform the user a little bit more about the product instead of one that's costing around $7. So make sure that you start working on this because it's just too long and too crazy, okay? I see that you have the reviews right here, 19 reviews is okay. I try to push to 40 to be able to get as many as I can. So you have the social proof. And then this is just too long. I don't know, just put your opinions in the chat, guys. But this is just crazy long. So just make sure to put like max for links because no one is gonna read all of this. It's just insanely long. So just imagine about the user experience when they visit your store. So you don't want that to happen. So then we have here the actual icons, the badges. Again, I don't use any of these. This is not necessary for you to convert. I have tested, no badges with badges. If you have a great design, great product page, you don't need to worry about telling them that this is a premium quality product. That doesn't make any sense. SSL secure. I mean, maybe 80% of the people don't know what that means. So if that doesn't make any sense, just to put it just because a lot of people have it, that doesn't mean if you're following this because you saw one dropshipping store do it, it's because you don't know if that dropshipping store is actually having a reason to put it. So go ahead and test it. Just take it out and work on your branding and you'll be able to see results. This won't make or break your store. This only will put you in the same bag as the other dropshipping stores, okay? The button moving, that works sometimes. I don't like to put it because I'm always into loading speed. I need to save as much time when the page is loading. That's another reason why I don't put pop-ups. I don't put anything like that. I want my store to load within 2, max 3 seconds. Because if it's even more, what happens is the click that you just paid from Facebook or Instagram, they'll actually start just going crazy. So you're missing that click. So for you, you need to be able to take out as many effects that you want. That will increase conversion, guys. What is going to increase the conversion is the product that you're using and the design of your page, how branded it looks, how well it looks. So make sure to not put effects and try not to put out a ton of crazy stuff. So that's for now. There are a ton of things that I see from here that I will tell you to put, but as you know, we have a ton of websites that we need to review. You can actually comment down below in the video so I can answer the question. You can also book a coaching call so I can help you to get this website out of the stage that is at the moment. There is a lot of work to do here that I know that after you actually work on it, you'll see improvements and you'll start seeing sales. So let's go ahead and find the next one. So let's pick this one. So for you to get another sense of a branded website, this is one of that I like because of the custom content that they have. Remember when we saw the actual website of the shirts, the print on demand website? So look at the difference when you see faces of people, when you see actual people wearing the clothing. You take the time to actually put your designs on top of people, it changes. If you add this video right here, for example, you can find this for free on Envato Elements, or you can find it on a lot of stock websites that you can use as videos, for example. So this website right here is put together. They have a pop-up, but after a time. So if you see it here, it makes sense. It's just necessary. So necessary in a sense that you're putting things that matter and you're not putting it just because. So if you compare this store with Sumis or something like that, it's the vibe that I'm getting. It's something that's worth it to spend time, and it calls you to keep scrolling. So if we go to a specific product, let's go to the shirts, and then we go to one specific shirt. Then we actually go ahead and see a little bit more about the actual product. I'll put the specifications. I wouldn't put it that way. I will find a creative way to put it, maybe with a picture of the piece of item, and then I can add that with graphic design on the bottom, or I can do something creative around it. Because what happens is that these specifications look a lot like the ones from AliExpress, the one that come from China. Just putting it like that, I don't know. I wouldn't do that 100%. This is branded. This is something that's a good technique. When you see the Visa, the MasterCard, and the American Express in the same white as the other part of the website, it blends together. It's something that looks put together, and then you don't need to be putting the badges that you just saw before. That's the difference, that when you have a brand that's well put together, you don't need to be screaming, hey, trust me, this is completely secure. So make sure to go ahead and actually make something like this. So then we see consult signature chart before ordering. That's normal. I mean, all the clothing lines have a chart. However, I will put it differently because they have to click around to find it. You want people to make. You need to make the website thinking about the user experience. So the less clicks, the better. So if it took me like 4 clicks to buy, it's just too much. It's too much. So maybe the homepage, product page, then straight to a checkout. So try to find a way to combine everything together and just translate the information without too many clicks. So for this one, I understand that the chart will be a little bit off if you put it right here, but maybe you can add a video talking about your different the quality of the shirts. So go ahead and invest and order some shirts, pants, and everything, and then create a video talking about the materials, the sizing, etc. And then you have some of your maybe influencers or people that the image of the brand to talk about it on a nice setup. And then you can have a video instead of that, and you actually save the specification, the chart, etc. And you put a nice video branded and will look a ton better. So you can put like for more sizing and specification, you can watch the video right here. That's an idea, but there are many ways you can do it. Also, besides that, the brand has the content put together. This is what I mean, guys. When you invest in content, you will see the results. So that's only the thing that will change, but besides that, it's well put together. So let's go ahead to the next store. So we see Wow Flexi right here. So the first thing that I see, I'm going to go straight to the product page because it's what people will see. And let's see. I will add, again, this is a product that will sell better with faces. So I'll put the face of people using the actual product, because just the item using white background is not telling a lot of the story. So maybe you can do invest in a photo shoot, you order some items and then put some faces to the brand, and then it will sell a little bit better. If we go, we see last chance, flat 40% off plus free shipping only for next 24 hours. I like it. It's a little bit long. You can do something shorter and then it will look a big, it's a little bit too small. Imagine the people that are visiting the store, maybe they cannot read this sentence. So maybe put free shipping and 40% off for the next 24 hours or next 24 hours or HRS. So it will be a little bit shorter. It's just too long. I wouldn't do it like that. I love the logo. You see, this is what happens when you put a logo in vertical. It's a lot smaller. The bar will look like tiny, and you don't have to scroll a lot to be able to go down and actually go inside the description page. So then if we go here, I like it. I will put the gift first in 1080. This is in the format of stories, so it's in vertical. You don't want this because you have space next to it that is actually you can be using. So if you put it inside Canva or something like that, you resize it 1080 by 1080, you'll have a square instead, something like this one. So if you put that and just resize it, you'll be a ton better. Just like this one, you see this is a 1080, you see a difference from this one to this one, and you're saving space, and your video is actually to the side. So it's 100% better. Less scrolling, all of that. So when you're putting things together and you're putting things, think about the user experience. Don't just throw it. I saw the video on social media and just put it right there. Think about it. Go ahead, and if you can fix it, go ahead and take 20 minutes to fix it, because these 20 minutes will actually put money in your pocket. So go ahead and take the time to make changes. This sentence right here is just like, I'll work on that. Just put an H1 or H2 and put a big headline that tells more about the product, problem, solution, or whatever you're trying to do here. Then here, too long, I see what you're trying to do with the emojis. I wouldn't add emojis on the description. I'll put something, I'll try to brand it better. Here you need to work on the copywriting. 14-day money back guarantee, that needs to be in bold. The same thing, 100% satisfaction guarantee. You're telling the same thing over and over again. Just don't repeat yourself twice. Make sure you just try to do one specific description and just try to optimize it as well as you can. Because there are some books about copywriting. I really want to talk more about copywriting and just take the time to create a video around it so you can understand what it takes to be able to do a real description. But at the moment, you need to work on the copy. I have a ton of resources and books. I'll try to link that also in the description that you can use and read and learn how to actually optimize this. This is one of the reasons, just let me tell you, this is one of the reasons why you're not getting sales. It's because of the actual copywriting that you're using and the big chunks that you're using. After these changes, because the first half, that's fine just to get a few sales. If you invest in content and people using the product, saying that this is a winning product, I won't comment on the products as I told you in the beginning, because you might have your specific reason why you're using this product, but saying that this is a winning product, if you put faces with it, the first half of the website is pretty well. Then it gets messy after this part here. You need to put the GIF first and everything that I told you, and then work on the copy right here, and then add the reviews. I see that you have some of them, and then it's fine. But that is it for now, because the first part is just amazingly well. So let's go ahead and go to the other website right here. So let me go to the chat to see what's going on there. If you have any questions. I see. Someone wants me to speed up for a minute. Let's see. Let's see, someone wants me to talk faster. Sorry, I'm reviewing over 26 e-commerce stores, so it's a ton of value. So I'm trying to put at least 5 to 10 minutes per store. So let's see. Hey, can you please review my store and give you advice on it? Yes, I if you send me your URL, I'll be able to review it at some point during the live, and then I want my store to get reviewed. If you send the actual store, I'll review it. Then did you send your store? Yeah. Okay, so we have 16 people in the live. If you have any questions so far about e-commerce and dropshipping, just put it down in the comments. I'll get to it in a few minutes when I keep reviewing the stores. So let's go back to the actual live. So if we go here, we open the actual font on the screen. I'll open it right here, and then I click OK. So we can go back to the store. So we have I like that store. If you have a specific reason why you pick store than .com, I always do .com. If I don't find .com, I don't even consider doing another thing. But if you have a specific reason why you want to do that, it's fine. But I recommend that you always strive for a .com domain. Then we have clean logo. I like it. Minimal, if that's your style. I'll always add a favicon next to it, so you have a specific, you have a more branding to it, and then you can use it for social media, icons, etc., and profile pictures. Then 50% off. Get yours now. 50% off when it ends. Don't leave it there. There is a reason this discount is there. So make sure you put that in the actual sentence, so people actually know about your product. So make sure you put that when it ends. So 50% off in the next 48 hours, for example. You can do the flash sale, the Black Friday sale, whatever. Just put an end to it, okay? Then we go ahead and click shop now, and then we see a ton of items. Once again, you're testing a ton of items, and this is for in my opinion, it's just crazy to test over 8 to 10 products, because you're actually spending a lot of time and money without knowing that you're actually optimizing the right way. So again, I recommend one product stores, and you test and you see how it works, unless you have a reason why you want to actually make a store, like a clothing line or something like that you need to have more products. But it's just too much. So let's go ahead to the first product right here. So the lashes, this one is pretty big at the moment. Everyone is doing lashes. So we see one per mink lashes. It's fine. That's like generic. I feel like you can sell that. People buy that on Target, Walmart, and any department stores. Nothing fancy or in the name there, but nothing special. If you watch my winning product video, you'll see all the details, why I picked a specific product or when I pick a specific product. But I won't comment on the products. I told you about that, so I won't comment about that. So you see here the sale, the pricing first. If you're buying these, the only way this price makes sense, you're buying these in less than 15 cents, which is, I don't think that's possible unless you have the inventory already inside the US. But the price is just crazy. It's just too low. I wouldn't sell something, if you are drop shipping from China or something like that, I wouldn't sell something in $8. I'll do that at least, I mean, maybe $80 or $70. So that's why I like high perceived value of products. I like products that look more expensive, so for me to be able to market it better and then raise the price only by marketing it. So make sure that you check your price. I always recommend 3 times the product cost. So make sure that it's at least, you're putting $8 because I guess people can buy these. That's one of the examples of this, because they can buy these on Target maybe for $8 or Walmart for $8. So you're competing with them. So you need to put that price because people know how much it costs for you to buy lashes. So that's something that just for you to keep in mind when you pick products. But here we see a little image, so we need to click read more. You don't want that. It's a big no-no, because you need to click once again to be able to learn more about the product. Remember what I told you. You need to decrease the amount of actual clicks that you have inside a product page. So make sure that you fix this right away. This should be open just right away. And another thing is, unless this brand is already positioned, you don't need these social sharing links. So make sure you don't have the Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Just take it right away. And the secure checkout with, that's not necessary. You don't need to put secure checkout with. If your store looks well put together, people will trust it and they will click and just buy. You don't need to be putting secure checkout with, because what you're doing, you're triggering inside their brain, oh, this might not be a good purchase. Remember, people always try to think a reason why it's not a good purchase, and then they start fighting with themselves, and then a confused mind never buys. So make sure that you take that out from the way. Then we see the related products. The description needs some work. You need more pictures, more writing. That's why I only focus on one product. As I told you, you need to find your best selling product and create an amazing and well landing page to be able to actually start generating sales. Right here, if I tell you, you're using a ton of trendy products that actually they're not working unless you're actually doing something amazing with marketing or something smart. But I mean, the look at this. The product description is like 9 bullet points. No one is gonna read this. No one will take the time. Just ask yourself, like, listen, would I buy from this store? Would I actually go ahead and read all of this? Go ahead and show your friends, family, without saying anything. Just tell them, listen, look what I found, and look at them how they actually interact with the website. If the website is good, you will be able to see that they'll actually even try to purchase the item just to see how it goes. You know what I mean? But if they don't pass from the description, something is going on. And I bet you that if you show this to your friends, they'll be like, they won't even read it. It's just too long. People don't read stuff like this. So make sure your description is visual. You have images, headlines, bullet points, bold items, etc. You are playing with words, trying to say more with less. So make sure it's super clear. So let's go to the next store. This one is in Spanish, but you can see I wanted to do it because this person sent me the actual store, and as you know, I speak both languages, so I don't want you to read the things that are saying, obviously, but what I want you to look at this store is the actual design, the actual brand of the store. So these people are actually therapists. So look at this, it's well branded, it's telling you a problem solution statement, and it's actually showcasing it's an e-commerce, it's a service, as you can see, but it's actually super interesting because you see the actual information instead of just focusing on a copy and paste format, okay? So make sure that when you are actually creating your design, think about your branding, because branding is a big part. So think about the colors that go together with it. Think about the actual pictures that you're using. And if you're selling, for example, remember when we reviewed the brand of Jungle, that feel, it was so strong. The branding was so put together that if I tell you that, you remember how the website was. But if I go ahead and tell you the first website that we review for the neck thing, you don't remember the design, do you? So that's why you need to focus on branding. The first thing here that you see is the peaceful inside the website. You see the blues, okay? You see the actual calmness of the actual service. So this is what I want for you to see from this website. You have a strong brand. You are selling a product. You see a real person right here that's actually trying to tell you something. So that's one of the points I want to get across with this website. Think about your colors. Think about the pictures, about the videos you're using, because this will make or break your store. This is the only differentiator between you and the other person that's watching this live, just learning about dropshipping and doing a similar product that you are doing. So if you want to step ahead, you need to go ahead and order your product, create original content, or find someone that can help you with this, and learn how to actually write amazing copy, or look for someone that can help you with this, okay? And then start building a store that actually goes across. If you do it just because, just copy and paste for whatever AliExpress you're doing, you won't get any sales. And let me tell you, most of my students, more than 70% of them, they go do this copy and paste, and then they notice that because they are in a rush, they see the amazing results everyone is having on YouTube and all of this. They are like super into the e-commerce world, and they want it right away. So because of this, they rush the website part. They rush the process of creating the actual store, and then they send the traffic. They're getting amazing clicks for 9 cents, 10 cents, okay? But then people enter and they're like, they're not buying. What's going on? So then I come in and then I actually change on the website. I'm like, listen, this is not good. This word right here doesn't make any sense. You copy and pasted this. Order a product, we create this. Then after we make changes, they see the results. Why? Because we actually took the time to create a website that makes sense. So don't go ahead and rush in the process. Take the time to create a real brand if you want to do this long term. So let's go to the next website. So right here, we have another one that likes to put a lot of pop-ups. So let's go and load this website. We see subscribe to our newsletter and get 50% off on your purchase. That's fine. I will only put that one. That's it. So then we see the same problem with the logo. We see a square logo taking a lot of space, the search, the login, the same thing that we discussed in all of the live. Everyone is making that mistake. And then we have the actual sentence, another pop-up right here that's actually hurting the loading speed. So if we go to the actual product, let's see the product page. Brush Boo. So it's a subscription box, I guess. So that comment will tell you something because I don't have an idea of what's going on there. So if I go to your homepage and in the first sentence, in the hero section, I don't know what's going on, something is wrong with your homepage. So I had to go inside your actual product to be able to know what you sell. So you need to, in your first sentence, organic care, what does that mean? That's your first sentence, that you need to put something that gets the message across. This is the problem and this is the solution, okay? Straight to the point. Because someone new will come in and they will know what's going on. So if we go inside the product once again, we go inside the box and then we see, okay, you're selling a box and you have so many opportunities here to make an amazing description. But right here we see the lazy way to make a description. Copy and paste and you put a sentence and some bullet points or 2 adult bamboo brushes or whatever is inside the box, and that's it. No, my friends, you need to take the time to explain and sell the actual problem and that you are the solution. What's the actual problem of someone buying this box? You don't have to go and think about buying different things that you need. You don't need to go to the supermarket. What's the deal with this person? So when you think about this, make sure that you actually put that in writing, put that in image and videos. So don't put only just writing and that's it. Make sure to take the time and create a real description. So when you see here, there's a pattern. Have you seen the pattern? Did you check it? I'm telling you, everyone is doing this. Everyone is like 80%. They're saying, I'm not having success with e-commerce, what I'm doing wrong. This is what they think that's going on. No one is putting the time to create a real description that sells the actual product, okay? So here we see the social sharing items. So here you don't need the Facebook, the tweet, the pin it unless you have a good social media following, unless you're posting every single day. Don't put social sharing because that will hurt your conversions. Then we have you may also like. That's a great thing. As I told you, I like swift order bump for me to make my upsells, and then post-purchase checkout upsell at the end when they pay. I don't try to bombard them to add another product. I tested this. I tried to put it as frequently bought together, all of these apps that are available. And I see that if I put that at the end of the page, I don't get that much traction. The best traction that I get is when I put the bump, the order bump, right here. So this app that I'm telling you puts the bump on top of the add to cart, okay? So when you put it right there, you will see an actual bump that you can, okay, I'm about to purchase, but they're telling me, for example, that you can add another box for half price. That's a big conversion tip that I can tell you right here. If you watch this and you left out, you just missed even one of the most important tips that I'm telling you today. You need to put, okay, a similar product or the same product at a discount if they buy more than one, okay? This will increase the average order value of your product. So if they're buying one box already, they're thinking about someone else. They're thinking about the mother, the father, the sister, whatever, okay? So if you give them the opportunity to get a second box for a discount and they're in the buying behavior and they're about to buy, they will think it more than twice. They will think it maybe 4 times. Should I add another box? If not, I'm telling you, more than 30% of the people will add another box, okay? And even if you don't want the same product, you can sell, for example, rush shipping or rush handling. You can add $9 right there. They can add for VIP handling. You can put it in different words. You can market it as you want, and you can add an extra $9 that you add to your store, okay? Then let's say that we have at the end of the purchase, they didn't buy it. They're thinking about it. I should have bought another box for 50% off. But then with post-purchase checkout upsell, you'll offer this once again. You'll offer this offer one last time, because this is a one-time thing, okay? You can even, if you offer, let's say 20% off in the beginning with a sweep plugin, you will offer with post-purchase checkout upsell to 40% or 30%. So if they bought the upsell, the bump, they'll be hit with another bump on top. And instead of paying right here $70, $79, they'll be end up paying $190, for example, when you were offering only one for $79. Now your average order value is even better, okay? So who wins here? Who is the winner? It's you, because if you are spending, okay, more money to get people on ads, you'll be able to afford it. So here, the winner will be, if you get more orders and you get more money per order, you can spend more money in ads. So you can actually crush your competition because you're putting more money and you're winning the actual bid of Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, okay? So this is the main thing, okay? So make sure that you don't take this advice for granted. Take the upsells, the bumps, and everything that you can do and use that to be able to increase your average order value. This way you'll have more money to advertise and get more people to your website. This is the way you scale an e-com store, okay? So let's go, and that's the advice I have for this person right here. I see that you have myshopify.com. Go ahead and buy a domain from GoDaddy on domain or Google Domains, or even from Shopify, and go ahead and put your domain right there. You don't want to be sending people to your myshopify.com domain. So let's go to the next e-com store. So right here we have Bienvenue. We have future products. And I'm not liking this design. It's not because it's pink or anything like that. It's because it's not optimized for people that visit your store. This is a typical design of someone that just getting started. You're doing an amazing job. The only thing, you created a Shopify store and you are way ahead of many people. So don't feel bad about that. But there is a lot work to do. There is a lot of improvement. And I see 14 viewers right here. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or something like that. Let me know in the comments so we can get to it right away. So we have this actual page. And if we see, we have the description, the same problem as we see before. If we are looking into it, we're seeing the same problem over and over again. So after this live, you will spot right away what's a winning store looking and what's not a winning store. Because right here you see same thing, a small description, just barely telling something about the product. And then we have the social sharing. We need to click read more to be able to read more, which is something that you don't want to do. Just decrease the clicks. Then we see guarantee safe checkout. Take that out, don't put that. And then we see more products. If I'm honest, props to you that you are taking your own content. Is something that you are doing. I know you're not doing this from AliExpress or anything like that. So props to you. So, but I know there is room for improvement here for the content wise. Look for friends, family, okay? Someone that you can put this on. This will be easier to sell if people can relate and look familiar faces, human faces with their product and just wearing it. Remember the page that we saw for the jungle thing? They use faces, they use people, the same thing. If you're selling earrings or anything like that, you need to put a face to the product. So first you put the face, then you put the actual product, and then etc. So this is amazing, okay? It's amazing in a way that you're creating your content, but make sure What's going on? No? Sorry guys, we had an issue with the camera. So this is an amazing way to actually take products. As you can see, it's possible for you to take your own pictures, but go ahead and find people to put your products on, okay? So then I see a timer right here that says sign up. Your only call to action right here is buy now, okay? You don't want to be signing up. What are you signing up for? So you need to buy, you don't want to sign up. Your only CTA, the main reason for this website is a CTA to buy, okay? So change that and put buy now, okay? So if your CTA to sign up is because you're getting discounts, etc., you can put your newsletter, you can put it under. Besides that, there's a lot of work to do. You can see here, for example, the actual logo of the website. You need to put it smaller and just put it again to the left, right, but you need to put it a little bit smaller, and because it's difficult to read. You need to redesign this logo so people can understand what's going on, and it doesn't take too much space. You want this to be as smaller as possible so people don't scroll that much. So let's go to the next website right here. We need to speed up here the process because we know there's a lot of websites that we need to get into. So right here we see a store that sells like watches. We sell a lot of jewelry and all of these, but we see first the prices is too little guys. So make sure that you check out at least 3 times the cost of your product, because we need to get the margins, guys. So you cannot pay a supplier unless you have this and you're making this, but $10 for a bracelet, you need to make sure to find that sweet spot. The same way if we click this watch 151, that's great. Hopefully it's a good quality, but that's a good product to have. So if you're selling this for $151, let's see how is your landing page. So if we go here, the hurry timer, I stay away from that. I'd rather hurry people with discounts or flash offers or something like that, because the timer is already being used. Is linked to dropshipping, so you want to stay away from that kind of look. You want to be more branded. Now in 2020, 2021, the years to come, the more branded that you look, the more well put together that you look, the less dropshipping style you have, the better. So right here, the same way we check out, secure checkout, all of these, you don't need these badges. Make sure you work in the content. So this is the lazy way. You put the timer, you put the actual checkout, the bees and all of these. Instead of that, go ahead and invest time in creating an amazing description that you see right here. Who is gonna read this? Okay, so no one is gonna read this. How can you sell this even better? Okay, this is what happens. This is what people are not buying. They're looking at a big chunk of things that are scaring them away, and then they scroll, and then is this doing the selling for you? Are you selling a 151 item with this description? You need to put something else. So for this one, you need to find a way to get all of this wording across in a short way using images, videos, reviews, headlines, bullet points, etc. Go ahead to your competitor's website. Go ahead to Tiffany's, go ahead to Rolex, go ahead to these pages and understand how they build landing pages, how they build product pages. So you will see more than 60 to 70% of the website will be photos and videos. So this is what you need to do if you want to step into the market. So this won't cut it. This description won't cut it. So make sure that you work on it, okay? So let's go to the next website right here. So we see wood, weave, and we see, oh, a discount. I don't like pop-ups just because of this. Another click, we just added another click, and you might lose, let's say 10 people with one click. You don't want that. So make sure to leave out the clicks, guys. So here we see a big chunk that says, due to the current crisis, carriers are having travel delays. You don't want this. You don't want to put that at this point. You don't want to tell them about any shipping delays or anything like that when they are actually considering and learning about the product. The only goal of your homepage or product page is to actually get the point across and telling them this is the right product for you. Then when they decide and they click checkout and they see the shipping times and all of that, that's the time to actually tell them, listen, this is going to take a little bit longer, maybe 10 days more because of the shipping times we're having. Okay, even though if you use SendDrop or CA dropshipping, you know you have the express shipping, and even if you order in bulk, even better. But as you know, you don't tell this straight away. I wouldn't, because it's just another barrier for them to be, okay, but I like it, but it's gonna take so much time, I'd rather wait. You don't want that. You want them to buy it right away. So the only way for you is for them to click the checkout button. What happens when they click the checkout button? You just split your audience in two. You know the people that actually want the product and the people that are actually browsing and just window shopping. So here what you do is you create a retargeting ad straight to your checkout, okay? When you have your checkout audience, you can go ahead and retarget in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc., Google. So this is the way you do it, okay? This is the way that you milk the audience that comes inside your page. So the way to do it is by doing this. You don't scare them, you sell the product. Go ahead and make the product page appealing, and then go ahead and start selling the product and then put a message. So let me know if you have any questions. You go ahead and put it in the YouTube channel and in the YouTube comments, and Laura will check it just for you. So let's see if we get any questions, concerns that you have. If you're one of the owners of any of these websites, just let me know if you have any questions also. So then we have the actual products, and that's it. I mean, this needs a lot of work. Go ahead to the competitors' websites and see their landing pages, see the wording they're using, see the type of images they're using. You need to put faces. I know you are dropshipping this from AliExpress and all of this. So test the product. If it's a winner, go ahead, order the product and create content around it. That's why I create one product dropshipping stores. So I know it's a winner, and then I start working on the product. That's why I don't tend to test products like this one, because there are a ton of variables. And this is not unique or has a wow factor in a sense, because you have many people selling different same products on Amazon, etc. So that's why, guys, that's why I have a certain method of finding a winning product. I have a video, I'll link it down in the description. What's my method to finding winning products and what are the characteristics that I'm looking for to be able to start generating sales inside Shopify. So let's see. Let's go to the next one. I'm getting comfortable here. I'm telling you, I'm like 26, 26 Shopify stores. It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to be reviewing 26. It's like auditing 26 different clients. I like doing this. This is like my jam. This is what I do every single day. So this is what I do it for you guys, because I want you to get better at it, because I see the potential that you have. You made that step to be able to get better, start making sales. So I want to create this relationship with you for you to start actually making the changes, watching my training, the free training, the 2-hour training, and then creating the ad, and then you are ready to go. You start generating sales, and you don't need anything else. There is no fancy method or anything like that. You just need to make the changes, watch the competitors, watch what's working, and then go ahead and start testing. I was talking with one of my students today, and he sent me a message. I just got my first sale. I can't believe it. I was like, amazing. This is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. You just got the first sale. We're optimizing the website. Yesterday, it was a holiday. We're optimizing just chatting. Awesome. We optimized it with all the changes that I'm telling you. I tend to be with my students depending on their time. So I go ahead, voice note, just send the voice note, make these changes. They're working amazingly well. So this is what I did, guys. So he made the changes. I started making the sales. But he has an amazing product. He optimized the page. He did the ad as I told him, watched the training, and he's already making sales. But this is the thing that you need to be looking for. This is one of the key cornerstones. So make sure you pay close attention, and hopefully you are taking notes, because this is super important. So let's see. For womenusa.com. Let's see. We need clothing. Another one that's selling everything available inside AliExpress. This is something that shouldn't. It's just too expensive. If you're a beginner and if you're just getting started, just pick one product, okay? So let's go clothing. Let's see, we click one of the items. Let's see only one page right here. Let's see. And if we click one page and we see the copy and paste from AliExpress, and then this person sent me an email or a DM telling me, okay, I'm not getting sales. Why I'm not getting sales? I did my Shopify store, I'm running ads, I spent like $200, but I'm not getting sales. This is why. This is why, because you are competing against, okay, Forever 21. I don't know if they run out of business, or Zara, or any of these stores. And you look at their landing pages and they're super appealing. They have a ton of pictures, they have a ton of videos, they have influencer reviews, okay? It's not to discourage you. And right here you see reviews, you see 0, okay? But how are you waiting for a sale if you don't have the right things going on here? So you have maybe share, tweet, pin it, but you click here, I bet you I won't see a page that has posting every single day, just nurturing the followers, etc. So you need to work on your landing page. Pick one of the product, okay? Hide the rest and get the best one, a trendy product, order the product, create the videos, the photos, so send it to Fiverr, do whatever you have to do. Look at the main competitors in the industry and look how they actually put the product pages. Look what they put inside the product pages. There's a reason for it, okay? But here, just putting copy and pasting your AliExpress won't cut it. Model number, material, polyester, no way, Jose. This is like super common, okay? So gender, women. Obviously, it's a woman. So I'm not picking on you. It's just, this is a pattern of people just getting started. They're copying and pasting AliExpress things. So stop doing that, okay? We see the secure checkout. Take that out. Take that out. We know that, okay? From that, we can go to the next. I like the logo, you see, for women USA. A small, vertical, straight to the point. A small, actually, it's a small header, so it's easier to scroll. You see what I mean? So here, shop faster with the app, open app. Interesting. I have a comment here because if you are running ads to your store, you don't want them to actually click the app to make a sale. Okay, you are putting too many barriers. You know how many things they have to do to get to the app, create an account, find the same product, and go ahead and buy it. Don't put that thing inside the product page. You are losing actual traffic inside your product page. What you need to do here is to go ahead and add the app message to your existing customers. At the end of the purchase, you're going to let them know, go ahead and create your account using this app because it will be 100 times faster when you make your next purchase, okay? If you go ahead and put this barrier right here, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be super crazy because we're talking more than 20 or 15 clicks for them to be able to get to the same page inside the app. You want to be optimizing for the sale. If you're paying for ads and you're sending people to your product page, you want to optimize around this, okay? So let's go to the next website right here. Pick one of these ones. So right here we see the actual page. Okay, it's interesting. Super bare bones, as you can see. If you've been watching the live, you already know what I'm going to say. So I like the color. I guess she or he, or I don't know who is doing this, but they are respecting the branding. I like that. Let's say what I like from it. So you actually, the logos, I mean, they're fine. You can put it right there. Need to work on the description. This doesn't cut it. If you want to make sales, this won't cut it. Just saying that this is a winning product, okay? You need to put a real person using the product if you want to sell and you want to focus on this, which I wouldn't, but just that's a side note. That's my opinion, but you might have a reason for it. Then add to cart. I mean, this is bare bones. You need to work on the product page 100%. You need to find pictures, videos, bullet points, find the product solution or, you know, the fashion. You need to add reviews to it, looks reviews down in the description. You can subscribe, you can join, and you will have 30 days completely free. So go ahead and add this app to the actual website. And then I see the chat. This works amazingly well if you have a high ticket item and you need to actually drive the customer because they have questions. Let's say you're selling one of the stores that I manage, the product that costs $1,900 something. So we actually need a way to communicate with the person because they have a ton of questions before they buy. So for us to be able to make the sale, we need to have someone just responding to the chat and all of this. So this is an amazing way for them to actually close the sale. For your case, I mean, $44, you don't need a chat to be able to answer a pin, to be able to sell a pin, you know what I mean? So make sure you just take it out. Just instead of that, you'll confuse people, and put everything, all the questions, answer the questions within the product page, okay? Also, we see summer sale, 20% off entire site, free shipping, use code, blah, blah. Okay, we see here is a summer sale. It will end, but summer just ended, so make sure you put a date to it. I mean, I don't put codes. I'd rather put the actual, we scratch the number and we put the actual price right here. So besides that, I think we made it. So I need a bathroom break because we have some here. So I will be back in 3 or 2 minutes. So let me put the waiting page right here, and I'll be back soon in less than 2 minutes. So I continue reviewing these stores that we see here. In the meantime, please let me know in the chat so I can see the questions, and Laura will be answering to the questions real quick. Okay, so I'll be back soon.
All right.
Hello. I'm back. How are you guys? So we just made our break here. So as you know, I'm trying to provide as much value as possible. A lot of talking. If I saw some of your questions in the chat, so one of them about the exit pop-ups, what I recommend. So I know the Wheel of Fortune, that one is used a lot. Some people have an amazing result with it. However, I love to have an amazing loading speed. I love to have a simple and plain layout. I love to be able to only go straight away and do the selling with the actual product page. So what I recommend is make sure you actually, I don't use it. I wouldn't recommend to use it. I will do a box, a subscribe box, telling them that they can put their email. If your intent is to collect emails, they can get 50% off straight away from their first order. And then you save a speed when you're loading, the loading speed, and you're saving the actual user experience. Because I don't know about you, but when I enter websites and I have a pop-up, that just makes my life, I'm like, oh my God, I have to click the exit. Sometimes from my phone, I don't see the exit, and it's just a mess. So I try to make it as simple as possible regarding the pop-ups and the exit, the Wheel of Fortune or whatever you want to call it. So that's my thoughts on it. And regarding the time of the live stream I'm finishing, I'm trying to go to all of them, all of the stores, the 26 stores that I received, so I can go ahead and review them. And I want to take at least 5 to 10 minutes on each one. So I don't know the time exactly, but I'm trying to get on each one and give you my advice so you can get and start getting sales. Because without sales, guys, anything, it won't be possible. So I'm giving you all the tools that you need to actually start getting sales. So let's go back to my phone right here. So if we go back to the actual, if we go right here, I'm going to turn on my screen right here, and then I'm going to click my video capture. Okay, and then you should be able to see my phone. So right here we have the following stores. As you can see, we have this left. So let's go to the next one. This one was this is a big niche. Okay, the pet niche. A lot of people have an amazing results inside this niche. Some people put print on demand for the faces, the socks, and they have the dog faces and all of this. So this is an amazing niche. So right here we have a long description. This theme that you're using, I know it well. However, I'm not a big fan of it, just because you can do similar things with a not paid theme. But I mean, they have a free version, but I'm not a big fan. I only use debut theme. I mean, you can get amazing results with that theme. There's no reason for you. You can optimize it using real content. So it's fine. I mean, if you really want to use it. But okay, let's go to the actual page. Right here, we see the product. The product is the pages. It's funny because right here, there's no need to put the same picture over and over again. Just you're showcasing colors. So what you do in this case is let's see if I put mint green, okay, it changes. That's why you're doing it. I see now. However, there are themes that let you not showcase all of the colors inside the gallery, so people stop scrolling. It doesn't make any sense to see 30 different colors. So what I recommend is only pick 3 or 4 colors. Don't complicate things, because if you want to scale the store, what's going to happen is, let's say that you are receiving 30 different orders, okay, per day. Then if you don't have control of your supply chain, you're talking with people in China, etc. Your customers will start receiving mixed colors. Okay, they're gonna start getting blue instead of purple, purple instead of red, etc. So if you start selling and you start focusing your marketing strategy around the color changes, it'll be a mess because you're not controlling your supply chain. So what I will do here, only pick max 4 colors and try to get the most popular ones. Look inside AliExpress, Alibaba, all of these. What are the best selling ones? And try to focus on this, because your life will be easier. because the difficult part is always to get the first sale, obviously, to get traction, but then to start managing with your virtual assistants and all of this. If you want to grow your e-com the right way, you need to get as many roadblocks solved as possible, and this will be one of them. So make sure you don't focus on the colors of your product that much. Then let's see, we have the description. Too long. It's way too long. I'm asking you, will you read this? It's just crazy. I mean, no one will read this unless you're really a big fan of that product, which you can find hint in Petco or any of these big change. So this, unless it's something super special, people won't read this. It's just crazy long. You can tell, for example, all of these bullet points, you can tell the same thing in one picture that's in a gallery style. You know, you go to Canva and create a grid. Each side will have one benefit, and then that's it. I mean, you will have an amazingly well put together landing page. But besides that, I wouldn't, this is just too long. Then we see the pictures. Then the same, do you see, guys? It's the same thing, the same pattern we're seeing with a bunch of letters and then a bunch of pictures. So that doesn't make any sense. You need to mix it. You need to mix a little bit of the product, a little bit of the copywriting, and so on, okay? Also, if we go down, we see the budgets that we always see. You know my opinion about this. Then we see the social sharing. You know my opinion about this. Then frequently bought together. A good app, but I just told you I use Sweep upsell, and then I use a post-purchase checkout upsell to increase conversions. And then you see here the reviews. Good choice, good work there. And then more products, and then I told you I know the template. So this, it doesn't matter. You'll just add in more questions to the person, and you want to solve their problems right away. So for this, it's just, you don't need this 100%. So then we see the actual logo here. Try to take out the actual white part and put the logo in white. You can do this on Canva. You can extract the background and just put the, you know, the actual vector in white, so it looks branded, because this doesn't look professional. So when people come into your store, you need to look apart. You need to look like the big change. You need to look well put together with a brand that's worth having. So that's worth visiting and purchasing from. So make sure you work on these little details. And right here, your logo is super small. What I would do here is I would put the word and then the icon next to it, or the icon and then next the word. And this way is easier for people to read it, and you will have the same space, but right now it's super small. But if you put it next to each other, it will be much easier to actually read the logo and see the branding, okay? So then we see great product, free shipping, and easy returns. I use the bar on top to actually incentivize my urgency. So my timing for actually the urgency, the scarcity. So it's 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. That's it for the sale. This is not telling anything. It's just free shipping. Why is free shipping? Use that to your advantage. Free shipping for the next 5 days. Okay. There are certain apps that make this free shipping unique to the person. So let's say that this person visited the store today, they will see the free shipping, but then if they come 5 days later, they will see the actual sale. So it's unique to the person. The sale is unique to the person. So you don't have to worry about just resetting the offers over and over again. So there are many ways to do it. So make sure you create urgency using your bar. Okay. So let's go back to the other actual page that we have here. So this person right here is from Australia. We see that, I think it's Australia.au. So luxury lasers. So let's go to the actual page of the product. If we click shop now, let's see where it takes us. This one, as you can see, is using a similar bar as one of the other websites that we review. So here we see get $10 off. Good call to action, but usually I use Stickify. It's an app for Shopify that lets me put a bar that follows my customer around. I only put buy now because the only thing that I'm pushing for is the buy now, but I like it. I mean, I'm curious how it's working for you, just giving $10 off from your order. I'm curious if you're getting sales, but most likely I think your sales are not that high in a sense because you sent me the actual landing page for me to review. So I don't know how it goes, but please send me an email because I'm actually curious how that get $10 off is working for you. But in my case, I'll only put a Stickify with a buy now button, and then I put get $10 off on top with a bar. I put the bar like get $10 off or get $25 off or whatever in the next 48 hours or whatever, as you know. This way you're targeting the person double. So first you target it on top with the big offer, and then on the bottom you target it with the buy now, the call to action, the big CTA. Okay, so it's a big it's an awesome strategy. That's what I do, that's what works for me, so that's what I would recommend there. But it might be working for you, so I'm curious if how this is working for your store. The title super long, so I see that you're just saying too much. So you're using the title, no one is going to read this completely, and then they have to read even more. Look at this. How can you actually go ahead and get into the product? It's too much reading. So what I would do is put the name of the product with a trademark, just max 2 lines on top. Then here the actual picture, we can see it. It's just too much. I will put a person. I mean, if the product costs $565, I guess you might have some budget available to create content. Okay, get the product, create content around this, and put a face to the actual product. So the first picture is a woman actually using the product and actually on it, you know what I mean? So that will sell the product better than just this picture by itself. So let me just refresh the page because I'm curious about the first picture that they see. So this is the first picture, and this doesn't sell a $500 product. It's just the sake of it. That's one of the reasons why you are not pushing the sales that you want. So if you invest in the actual pictures of the product, you will start seeing results because that's the first thing that they see. They refresh it, they see the logo, they see the picture. What's that? You know what I mean? I saw an ad about a laser, but and then I come into it and that looks weird. So if you invest into someone using this product, you will see results because you need to tell them more. This picture, for example, you need to invest, man. You need to actually get into and create designs that actually match, because I see this and this, it doesn't look that great. That's a picture that you can put maybe in your description, but as a second picture, as a main picture, it's not selling the product really well. I don't know what you think, guys, but share your comments because this might help the actual person actually viewing this. So go ahead and leave your comments, I think, and your thoughts about the page. Then we can keep scrolling. We see availability, estimated arrival, shipping orders. That's fine, but that's extra. There you need to start selling the product. So your big headline, problem, solution kind of type, your H1, that's how you call it, H1, H2. It needs to be there. So make sure you put the big headline solving the problem. Then you put a GIF, GIF, and you put that and sell the product through a video of 5 seconds that repeats itself, so people know how to use the product and can relate and see it in movement. After that, you start actually selling the product. You go ahead and put the bold, you put bullet points, etc. And I will put these letters a little bit bigger because it's a little bit hard to read. So some people with 40 or 45, 50 years old won't be able to purchase this product because the letters are just too small and they won't be able to see it. So you can put an H4 right here. Then we see the actual 2 years warranty. This is great, but I think the picture doesn't sell it too well. Stanford University, BIA Medical Lab, it's great, but I think you can do a better picture that calls the attention of the user, and that's more branded with the blue one, with the blue style. And then we see the actual video of the product. That is great. I'll put that in the middle, and then I'll put this description about the estimated arrival, the shipping orders, and then I will do a 30-day money back guarantee under that video. Also, if you are part of my email newsletter, you'll see a big thing that I sent about selling high ticket products. One of the things is using influencers to get product reviews and using that inside your product page. Also having reviews, also having unboxing videos, and all of these things add up into the landing page. And this way you are sure that you can sell a high ticket product of $500 inside your product page. So make sure that you go ahead and read that email, because maybe you are inside my newsletter that I send every single week. So you can find that email. If not, just send me a DM or an email and I can send that over to you. It's a list of things that I always use for my high ticket products that you'll actually find a benefit from. So this is it for this one right now. I see different things that you sell for $195, $328, $264. This screams to me dropshipping again, as I'm telling you. At the moment, I thought that you had like amazing deals, so you were actually making this product. But now, as a user, when I see this, something is telling me that you're actually white labeling this product somehow, etc. So my advice is, don't sell these products if they do the same thing as this product. Your main purpose for this is to be able to sell this main product, and then you can sell the same product at a discount later on with the post-purchase checkout app or the sweet upsell app. So make sure that you actually don't oversell a different product, because I feel that you're cutting yourself off here with $195, $328, etc. So make sure you only focus on this one. If you're selling it for $565, keep it up, make the changes that I just told you, and you will see results. There are many things that you can do here to make this profitable. I know brands that are actually making a bank from this laser hair removal industry. So make sure that you actually implement this, because if you have access to this product at a cheaper price and you know the supplier and all of this, you have a great start. So let's go back to the next website. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat so Laura can check that for me and she can actually tell me that someone is asking some questions. So right here we see another website called roadbeauty.com. This niche is actually pretty profitable. As you know, this beauty niche is huge. The pet niche, the beauty niche, we have the cooking niche right now, fitness niche. I mean, these are like going crazy at the moment, and if you can get into it, that's just insane. Do your product research around that. Let's see. Once soften skin, this is just that you need. Shop now. We click shop now, and let's see the product page. So we have another laser hair removal. This one is the well-known, guys. This is the one that everyone is selling. The one that if you have a great marketing around, you will be able to actually make a bank out of it. However, it's trendy and it's already, people say it's already too late to sell this product, which is, if you know what you're doing, I think you can sell this product easily. But if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this one. However, let's keep scrolling and see what's going on. Right here, we see the badges. We see this one, as you know, we don't need that. The description needs some work. You see this GIF? This is what we're talking about. When I'm telling you GIF, this is what I'm telling. It's something that actually showcases the product and people can see how they use it. So this one, I'll put it first. I put my big headline instead of putting introducing new premium laser kit. This is like an infomercial. Don't do that. Put here problem solution in an H1 big letters, and then add these GIFs right here so people can go straight to the problem solution and see how it works. And you put maybe a small sentence under the headline and then the GIF. But besides that, I wouldn't put introducing the new laser kit. This is just, it's not necessary. That's not how you do copywriting in 2020. It might work, but I know you will have better results with problem solution statements, okay? More on copywriting inside the channel, so make sure to subscribe because I'm always talking about that. I need to make a video about it because I know so many people struggling about this. So I'll make sure to make a copywriting video soon. Also, let's see, a raw beauty, blah, blah, we see big, is too bland. You need to bold some of the word, the more important parts. You need to bold it so people can see the actual needs. As you can see, I really skim it and I was too lazy to read it. This will happen with your visitors. So make sure that you put something different and something that goes straight to the point and something that people wants to read. Okay, this picture with the white background, it looks plain. It looks like AliExpress. So I wouldn't use that picture. I know this item has a lot of amazing pictures. So make sure you do your homework and maybe try to find these pictures or order product and create pictures around your product, because this one it's okay. It will make or break your store, but I know you can do better. It's just you need to work on that. Okay. Then we see here you have bullet points. I mean, you are in the right track with your structure. You put in bullet points, headlines, you're missing some bolds. However, I know that you need to work on the actual copy of the actual product. Problem solutions, think about the benefits, okay? Think about the big pillars of someone buying this product. Talk with women that actually suffer, like they are always racing when they go to the beach or the lake or whatever. Try to find the pain points of this product and then lay this out and tell them, listen, this is the solution for this specific problem. These kind of products are my favorite ones that actually solve a problem because they're easier to sell. People want to see, it's super easy, a beginning and end, and the end is with you selling the product and they buying the product. So right here we see another GIF, amazing job. Right here, this looks weird. We see two dots, we see the, under this, the black and then the white. This just looks too weird, so make sure you work on that. Too long. You need to work on the actual product page. You need to make it a little bit more user friendly. It's more welcoming. Too many words. I guess you can actually summarize a lot of this information with one gallery of pictures or something like that, with a collage of pictures inside Canva. So make sure that you add this. The font went off, so let me turn off the mirror right here. Sorry about that. Every 30 minutes or so I have to be checking this. So let me click OK. Now you should be able to see my font. So right here. So also let's see the add to cart. They're using the add to cart. I usually, if you see it under, I send people straight to the checkout. I don't send them to the cart. So here I'm saving one click. We're here all about saving clicks. So here I click that and then I'm going to be inside the cart. I want them to be inside the checkout. So you can change this inside the app Stickify. Inside Stickify, you can actually add this straight away so people can go and actually check out right away and start putting their information so they can get to paying the actual thing. So instead of add to cart, I'll put buy now and I will send them straight to your cart, to your checkout. Money back guarantee. That badge looks amazing, but I mean, not necessary. It looks too spammy in that sense. You can put it smaller. You can put it right here and a design next to it with some text. But try to go and design something about it. You can go to Fiverr if you are not well driven in design and get some designs for this product page. If I have to give you a number, you are like maybe 60% there. You need some work, 40% of work, and then you might be able to see some results saying that the product is, what you're doing with ads and you have an amazing ad, you have a good angle saying that this product works. But this landing page is like, maybe 60, something like that, but or 50. But it's there. You're in a good track. Make these changes. Again, the raw beauty, you can add a symbol here. The actual search, you don't need that. Login, you don't need that. The currency, it depends. If you follow my training, my free 2-hour training, you'll be exposed to that. Most of my campaigns, I run them inside the US most of the time when I'm tasting products. So I wouldn't need this app right here of changing currency. Later on, if you are actually in the lookalike audience level, you can start actually using this app to be able for people to change the currency. Then free shipping on orders over 35. That's a good incentive, but also add some scarcity right there, so you can change that. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have these ones left. Maybe you saw your store and you're excited for me to get there, but let's see. So a smooth skin, we go straight. This is another hair removal, I think. Let's see. If we go straight to the product, it's difficult to get to the product. We see here, too many, the text is too long. So again, if you watch the previous store, some more than 70 or 80% of the things apply to you. You need to be working on this free worldwide shipping. That's normal. That's like me saying like, I don't know, free water or something like that. This is like super regular. If you're a store, everyone is expecting for you to have free worldwide shipping or something that's paid, or worldwide shipping or something like that. So put free worldwide shipping and 30% off, or free worldwide shipping and a special coupon code or something like that. It's free shipping. That's normal. Even Amazon Prime have it. Some people are not driven by free shipping anymore because they know they're used to it. So try to make it different, you know what I mean? So let's see what else we see here. A big headline. No one will read this. Make sure it's not more than max 2.5 lines. Here, the bullet points, that's okay. We have the video, we have the actual photo. I'll put a GIF right here. This is not telling me anything. I mean, maybe, but I think it can be improved with a graphic or a video graphic. So you can use bands of ads for this. So you'll see the link in the description. But also we go down to features and the bullet points. No one will read this, so make sure to put this in a short sense, and then make sure to put it maybe in a gallery type of thing. It's too long. I like the before and after pictures, but I think you can do a better job telling a story with it. So try to work around that, and you can put that instead of on the bottom, you can put it maybe halfway so people can see the actual, results of people. And then this, how would you rate this item? That doesn't make any sense because I haven't actually purchased the item. I don't know if I click something that triggered that, but make sure that you fix that if that's something that comes up randomly. Also, the social shares, just delete that. Reviews, you have looks, awesome. This is the best app for reviews. Then testimonials, that works, but usually people are triggered more for testimonials that have pictures. So if you have to pick between text and pictures, only put picture testimonials with faces of real humans, or pictures with the product, as you can see here. So this one, it won't make any difference because some people, even here you can read author's name, so people will know that this is not a real thing, or maybe you copy and paste it. So make sure to take that out ASAP, because they will know. No wonders you're not getting sales. This is one of the things. That's why you need to be really, really careful. Also, so everyone, as you can see, everyone have this, and this is the reason why you shouldn't. So we, from 26, I don't know, e-com stores, I bet you that more than 10 will have this theme, and more than 10 will have this format. That means that the people that are clicking your ad, most likely they saw this design and they know what they're getting into. So make sure you take this out, because some people, as you know, they're doing drop shipping and they are doing like maybe 30-day shipping times, and someone had a bad experience. So the thing they're going to think about is that, hey, this website had the same design. I'm not purchasing from that same site. So remember, we're dealing with people that don't know about the internet or something like that. So we're dealing with 40, 50 years old that use Facebook feed and all of this. So everything screams scam for them. To them, I know you're selling the product. I know you're a real store, but they don't know that. They're waiting and waiting for the product, and you want to make the user experience as seamless as possible. So make sure to be as professional as possible, and don't look as the other dropshipping stores. This means no badges and all of that we talk about during the live, okay? So let's go to the other store right here, timonpol.com. This is what I mean by one product store. So here you will see what I mean when I'm telling you, okay, this is something that goes around one single product. If we click shop, we go to the actual product page, we're just putting our efforts to market this specific product. Easier to get the Moon Bolt. You can rank it on Google, SEO friendly. That's amazing. We're doing an amazing job here. The Moon Bolt, I will put like a little favicon next to it to add some branding. Here we're respecting the color palette. Here we're going with the orange. That's just amazing. Saying that this is a winning product, which I told you in the beginning. I'm not saying anything about products because you might have a reason to sell it, but I don't know, my personal opinion, this product might or might not be a winning product. I mean, I wouldn't go for it, but it might be a winner for you. So if we go down, the Moon Bolt for $29, the price is too low, but I mean, that's the thing here. That's why I'm trying to at least $70, $80 when I try to look for my product, because I know, I mean, people won't buy this for more than $40 or $35. So that's the product that you can actually, that's the price that you can actually sell it for. But I know that the profit won't be there. The margins are not there for you. So make sure that you check that. Either you get it cheaper from your supplier or you find a different product, but the price is too low to be able to pay it for ads, pay it for product, and also pay for your overhead expenses. So make sure you look into that. So at least 3 times the price of your supplier, that needs to be the cost of your product. So if we see here, I saw a picture, this one. This picture here is a no-no. That picture looks like screams AliExpress or whatever. It's not something that you should be using. So make sure that, just go ahead and just take this out from the actual website. So if we go down to the Moon Bolt, I mean, it's fine. The team, I know, is telling you to do this. Maybe add a trademark right here, put a more exciting name, maybe the Moon Bolt Deluxe trademark or something like that. And then we have a small, the quantity. Okay, I see the spaces are, it's too much white space. I know you can do this a little bit closer to it. If not, make sure you contact the Shopify support. This way they can help you with the coding of the site. Then if we go down, we see materials. This is copy and pasting. Everything was so well. I mean, you were doing an amazing job until now, besides the spacing and the name. But here we fall behind. We have a copy and pasting from AliExpress. As you know, guys, I told you about this. We shouldn't do this. So make sure to actually go ahead and work on your description, go to competitor site and see what they're saying about the product and try to find that sweet spot. Right here, a ton of images as always. As you know, the pattern, everyone put the letters and then the images, and then, you know, this doesn't work. You need to work on the description, and that's why you're not getting sales on this website. Beside that, add a GIF and everything that we talk about, watch the live, and then you will see results, okay? Then we see the actual store, thewholesale.com. This person wrote me by email, by DM, and everything. I'm super excited to get on this one because this person actually wants the help and wants to improve the site. Props to you because you make the step to actually start building your store. An amazing story. So let's go and check out the store. First, I don't understand the blender right here. I don't know what you are selling, but I guess it's not a blender because when I scroll down, I see women items and then Instagram feed. So there is a lot to work here, my friend. Here we have a store that is maybe at 20%. That's where you're not getting sale. Hopefully, please stop sending traffic to it if you're sending traffic, and try to fix the store we're going to talk here. So first, pick one product, focus on that, okay? Then let's say that you pick this product. Let's click it, and then we see the product, the actual name, too long. We see the sizing, the quantity, buy it now, add to cart. It's okay, like a regular dropshipping store, but then we see that don't put the logo on it because you already have the logo on top, and that logo is a little bit too big. If you want, you can rebrand, just put a heart and then put next to it the name of the store. This way it's easier for people, and then they actually will buy. If you see here, I mean, make sure all of your pictures are in 1080, and make sure that if this is a winning product for you, or you really have a reason for it to sell it, just order it from Amazon or whatever supplier you're using, and then create content around that, because these pictures won't cut it. They are good, but they can be a little bit better if they are not against a white background. But I mean, it depends. You can A/B test, but the first thing I would do is I make sure to go to Canva, send the pictures to Canva, and put everything within the same dimensions of 1080, so they look with the same dimensions. You know, they look cohesive with the actual page, and take out the logo. Then we see the price. You don't have a discount going on. Maybe that's your strategy. I wouldn't do it that way. Then we see high quality 15 bond, too long. This is way too long. No one is gonna read this. Add a gift, bullet points, headlines, etc. Then we see here the actual table from AliExpress, I guess. So don't put this. You don't need this at all. You can put this with images. So go to canva.com and actually create a table that actually people want to read. No one will read this. It doesn't call for anything. It just screams that you are sending this from China. Social shares, just take out. You may also, like I just told you about the actual apps that I recommend. And then you need to add reviews. So Lux reviews is down in the description. So use that to add reviews to your page. So besides that, apply the same concepts, everything that we talk about during this live. Make sure you double check and maybe come back to it next time we have a live, or you can go ahead and book a call with me and we can work on your store. So then we can go ahead and check the Eternal Relic website. So this one is interesting. The pop-up that says 60-day money back guarantee, I guess that's adding into your website speed. If we go ahead and check the website speed, maybe I know you won't have a speed that's that great compared to a debut theme, for example. That's why I don't like using other themes. I only focus on Shopify themes. But here we have Eternal Relic. Right here, I'll put the tree next to the actual phrasing. This way it's one line. You have the actual headline is a little bit smaller. This way people scroll less. Free shipping worldwide. Again, the free shipping thing everyone puts. As you can see, we review over 20 stores already. So this is something that you need to work on. Put a discount, put something that incentivizes the person to actually buy from it. Then if we keep scrolling, we see the actual thing. And here you need to work on, let's just pick one, for example. You need to work on the actual headlines. So this is like reading a book. Who is going to read this? No one is going to read it. So here we need to tell a story of what's going on. I mean, what's the benefits of having this? What's the problem solution statement, etc. So make sure that you have something clear to say. You have something clear that you want to actually, get them in the mood of actually purchasing. Everything that we said before, pictures, videos, testimonials, headlines, all of these make sense. But right here, you only have a book. You don't have anything else. So make sure you start working on your product page. So go ahead to competitors pages. I've seen this product before. So make sure that you go ahead and look for it on the internet and look for people that actually have been selling this product for a while. And then understand how to structure these kind of product pages. So this way, I'm telling you, people are not buying this because of this long thing. They're just entering and like, okay, I like it. Then they keep scrolling. I'm not reading that. I mean, if I was liking it, I'm not liking it at all because I won't be reading that. And this is a product that people don't need right away. So that's why they won't just buy it just because it doesn't have like a wow factor or something like that. So make sure that you work on your product description. And then the chat the same way. If this is not a high ticket item, I wouldn't worry about the chat. I would rather put a stickify under it and just have that already. And then the search, the same thing. You don't need the search right there. So next one, Ancient Panda. We have this one. This is a laser hair removal. Another one, as you can see, is super hot, this laser. Maybe you don't need to do it because a lot of people is doing it. Or if you have a better angle, maybe do that angle. So let's see. Got it. Make life easy. That's a good CTA. That's a good one. But I'll try. There's something in copywriting that you don't need to be the smarter copy, you know, or the don't try to fool people or try to make it fun sometimes, because if some people get confused, it's easier to put shop now instead of make life easy. You can use that phrase maybe as a headline or something like that, but as a call to action inside a button, just be straight away. Learn more, shop now, just be straight to the point and send people to the actual product page. Let me know in the comments if you're liking the actual stream. We are like maybe 2 hours and a half. I knew this was going to take time because I really wanted to get to know you guys and actually review each one of the pages and take the time to actually give you as much value as possible. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions so far. So let's see. We're seeing this and we are actually, it's okay. I'll put it a little bit shorter and the emojis, I wouldn't use emojis at all. I need to bring the brand up. So try to take the branding, try to be the high end of the actual product, because people buy for example, Louis Vuitton, they're expecting an experience, something like that. Try to mimic that feeling of high end so you can charge a premium cost. That's why when you start scaling your store, you start actually bringing the unboxing experience. You start putting your logos, you put candy inside the actual box, you start putting different experiences that get that feeling of a premium cost. This way it's a little bit it's closer to actually repeat the customer, because remember, it's cheaper for you to close a second sale with someone that you know than with a new person. So as soon as you get the customer, the idea here is not for you to sell one unit. The idea for you is to be selling at least once a quarter to this person when you have a new sale, a new product launch, etc. So try to build this relationship, and the best way to do it is through branding. And if you brand your store with a premium look and feel, and then the unboxing experience, and that comes later. I know you're testing products, but then when you find a winner, you actually go ahead and start doing those experiences I'm talking about. But the only one that you can actually test is actually change your design, your store design, the box of your product. The box of your product, if you were in the beginning of the life, or we're talking about someone walking through a supermarket or a store, they're watching boxes. Equivalent of a box if your design of your store, of your website. So this is the only thing that you can manage and try to bring up the brand and the premium feel. So make sure you focus on that. So let's turn on the mirror right here because it went off. So if we click right here, window capture. Let me know how you are liking this, because this is awesome. I mean, I'm always trying to help as much as I can. And also send me a DM in social media and you let me know how it went for you and what you thought about the review, and also any questions you might have. So for this one, I just told you no emojis. Try to get GIFs and videos and testimonials into the website. Maybe send this product to an influencer and get a real video from this person reviewing the product and add this to your product page. And then the frequently asked questions, you can do this as a accordion kind of thing. There are apps inside Shopify that can help you with this if you really think that you need these frequently asked questions. And then hopefully you don't have Lux reviews, so make sure to add Lux reviews. There is a 30-day free trial down in the description, so go ahead and add it to your store. And then testimonials. I see that you put an actual face to it. Good job there. Hopefully they are real faces. And I mean, it's awesome because as you can see how a natural face adds to the review. So this works, and I will only add Lux to it, so you have more reviews that actually with the stars and all of that. And then you will take out the actual links right here from share, tweet, and pin it. So let's go to the next one. We have 4 left. Awesome. So for this one, we have the eyelash lashes. So let's go ahead and review this one. Big industry right here. We review lashes later in the beginning of the video. So let's click this one. I mean, the branding, the green is a little bit too strong in my opinion, but I mean, some people might like it. But as you can see, this is one of the problems with this green. When you have a white background, it's hard to actually see the stars, for example. So if you see this, don't change the color of your background. White backgrounds are a lot easier to read, so don't put like a black background unless you have a brand around it, like the one from the jungle that we reviewed before. But here, let's see, we have the eyelash lashes. That's the logo that comes from Shopify, I guess. Make sure you go to Canva and create something that looks a little bit cooler. The same format, add like a lash, favicon or something like that. Then we have here the actual products. Work on your product description. As you saw in the live, you need to be able to put pictures, videos, headlines, all of this. The pricing, $15. You need to up the prices or make bundles with the lashes. I know people are used to saying that this is a winning product. I'm not saying this, but you might have your reasons. But I know that $15 is not enough to be able to cover for Facebook ads, Google ads, all of these, plus product cost, plus overhead, and then the actual income. So make sure that you work on your pricing and try to maybe sell, let's say, a 3-month supply of lashes, for example. So there are many ways that you can go around it if you really like this industry. So make sure to go and find different ways you can sell it, but $15 won't cut it if you're sending paid traffic to your website, unless you're an influencer, you're sending organic traffic. But I'm telling you, this is not cutting it. Also, the green chat with us is impossible to read. User experience is just impossible. I had to really focus to be able to read what it says. So if you cannot read it, people won't see it. So make sure that you work with the green that you're using, because it's impossible to actually read it. Look at the stars and all of this. It's just too hard to read it. So focus maybe on a different color or this green that's a little bit darker or something like that. The social sharing is the same way. Don't put it if you don't have a real following. So make sure to check that out. Then let's go to the Cupid skin. Shop now. Let's see. So we have the classic. These are the classic products for dropshipping, and we have pop-ups. I really don't like pop-ups. This is, you see, I'm trying to close it and I click twice when I didn't have to click twice. That's user experience, guys. So make sure you don't have pop-ups. Only try to make it as simple as possible for the person to complete the purchase and tell them how to actually go ahead and actually the benefits and problem solution type of products. So let's click this one and see what's going on here. We see 20% off sell, free worldwide shipping. Add for how many days? Don't leave that. You need to add scarcity somehow. Blackhead remover, put a more convenient name. This is just too plain, blackhead remover. So that screams like I'm white labeling this product from a supplier. Just go ahead and brand this page. Put a name to the product, put a TM, a trademark. Put it simple and easy for the person to see, wow, this is an amazing product, and Cupid Skin is an amazing brand, okay? Same way, your logo, too big. Put the actual angel next to it, so you have a smaller headline. Then we have add to cart by now. Okay, this one is a little bit too big. It's a little bit off. Why add to cart is bigger than buy now? You want that to be the other way around. I think that's an app that you're using, so make sure you only have buy now and that's it, because that's gonna hurt your conversions, because you don't want people, you want people to buy straight away. You don't want people to be just trying to messing up with different buttons. I only use one button, one call to action straight. You click here, you buy in the next page, you put your shipping and credit card information, and that's it. We're out. Then I offer you another product or the same product at a discount, and that's it, guys, because then you are out. Then here we have a description, a lazy description, as you can see. Do you know if you were here instead of me, you already learned what I'm going to say. You need to change headlines and all of this, the GIF and all the designs. So this is not selling for you. Stop sending traffic to this, because you need to be fixing this before you start sending traffic. Okay, 100% money back guarantee. That's fine, but that's not the place to put it. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way the design. You need to put a headline that says the problem solution, explains the product, etc. This one, I barely can read this picture here. It's super blurry. So make sure you remake this picture, or if you don't have a graphic design background, go to Fiverr and pay a graphic designer to make a better graphic for you. And also you can go to Canva and do it yourself if you don't have budget for that. So make sure you work on that, because this is not 100% there. What's included, I mean, that's just too spammy with the emojis. You need to work on this, because it's just, you're in the right track in a sense that you already made your Shopify store, but this store is like 10% there. So you need to work on this if you really want to work to sell that product. You have the reviews, awesome. You're using Lux reviews, I think. No, I don't think you're using it. If not, I have a coupon code down in the description for you. 30 days for free. Then free worldwide shipping. I mean, you don't need this. You're just taking space. Not necessary to say that once again. Just go ahead and work on your product description, watch the video, and actually go to your competitors page to see how they're actually selling this product. 2 more, guys, 2 more. So happy to be here with you. So how many people left? I see concurrent viewers, 11. I see how many people? 11 people watching. How are you guys? Super happy to have you here. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. At the end, I'm gonna take like maybe another 5 minutes to respond to questions, and then we can wrap up, okay? So let's go and watch this Wool QA, or I don't know how you pronounce this. That's why I always try to get pronounceable names for my domain, so people can tell friends, family, etc. they can actually say verbally the actual name. If you follow me on Instagram, I put a video of Will Smith talking about, it was Will Smith? No, it was Morgan Freeman talking about this. The best marketing you can have is someone that is the word of mouth. If someone cannot pronounce your brand, they cannot remember your name, you have a problem. So make sure you have a name that's pronounceable and something that's super, super easy for people to say to friends and family. So we click shop now. So if we go ahead and click one of the products, I guess your main product is this one. So we're going to click that one. Let's see what you have here. So, okay, I like your color palette. It's good. 3D electric massager roller, $39. Hopefully you have enough margin as we spoke. Worldwide shipping. I mean, it's fine. US plug. This is one of these. This is big, guys. This is a big. That's why I try to stay away from technology items, or I only sell to the US when I'm selling technology, because the plug things. So what I try to do is only market, let's say that I'm selling this. So I have US plug. I only put my ads inside of the US or countries that actually use that plug. So when the supplier sends the product, I won't get returns because it was a different plug. So that's something huge. I know fellow dropshippers, etc., that have this problem. So make sure that you watch out for the actual plugs, because you don't have control of your supply chain. If you don't have control of your supply chain, that's a big problem, because they're gonna mess up, guys. If you start sending 50 orders a day, even 10 orders, 5 orders, at some point they're going to mess up. So they're going to be sending a plug that's not the right one. And when this happens, I mean, you need to return and refund, and the customer won't be happy, and you need to keep it simple, and you want to get that customer retention rate up. You want to get the reviews, all of this. So make sure that you only focus on one plug unless you have control of your supply chain. The same way with the colors, try to keep it simple, guys. Okay, so let's go here for checkout securely with. You don't need this, told you before in the last 10 stores, 15 stores. So you don't need this. Like the gift, that's something that will sell a lot. So add maybe 2 more images or 3 more so people can see a little bit more. So I will add a headline on top so they know the problem solution. maybe you talk a little bit, maybe 3 more lines, and then you add the gift, and then you start with the benefits, and then more of this gift. Make sure you add this to Canva. This way you can size it 1080 1080, so you don't have a white space next to it. And then the same way here, then we have too much text. You can do bullet points, headlines. You need to be, centering things. There is work to do here. So make sure you are there with the information, but now you need to start working with the copy. And this is the perfect sample this is what someone would do after watching this live. They will go ahead and add a ton of images, paragraph, image, paragraph. And no, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to add things that make sense inside the landing page. Things that someone that's your potential customer will read and they will be like, okay, this makes sense. I really had that question. Something that actually adds to the page instead of taking from the page. Sometimes it's better to not have something than to have a ton of things that just don't make sense. For example, here you're showing 3 different pictures that you can put in one single picture as a square, as a layout square, just showcasing 4 different methods that you can use it. You see? Now you save, let's see how many scrolls it takes me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times I had to scroll to be able to read this, okay? And you see this? You can do the same thing with this. So make sure you save space because each scroll is almost 1 click. So make sure you put it straight to the point. So optimize as much as you can. So the same thing, the sentences are a little bit too long. So you can do, this one is too long. I know you can say that in less words. So try to make it and work around it. Go to your competitors and see what's working and go around this, because I know you're not making sales because of this. You're just putting too much information and you need to make it simple and branded, okay? Then we see frequently products. I wouldn't use that. I mean, that's my personal opinion. I told you, same product, sell it for us as a discount if you buy more than 2, 3, 4, etc. Then we have the reviews, amazing reviews, okay? Then that's it. Then we have the WhatsApp. That works, or the Messenger, sorry. That works if your products are really high. If not, that's not doing anything for you. I'll put like a buy now bar right under. Besides that, that's it for this one. I mean, you have a ton to work. Maybe you are 40% there. You have some work to do, and I know you will see sales if you actually make these changes, okay? Then we have the last one, dealsempire.com. So for this one, check out now. I'll put buy now or see gallery or see feature products. Checkout sounds like, okay, go and pay. It's only like the landing page. So right here, I know you're testing many products. So I'm only focusing one, because if you're just getting started, you're just spending budget that maybe you don't have. So I will only focus in one. So if I scroll here, it's too little. I mean, it's the same problem that we're seeing. It's a ton of text, and then the image, I will put faces to it. I mean, this will work like with family using it, the kids with the mom, things like that. That will sell a ton better than only a white background with that touch broth. So make sure you put that, and it will be easier for you, okay? It will be a ton easier, and you will sell. And this, if you see it here, it's the same picture over and over again. And I know it's because you are linking the same. Hopefully this is linked, because if not, there is no reason for it. Yeah, I see it's moving. I mean, there is no sense for you to be able to be, I don't know if you're making this at home or your supplier is doing this for you, but this screaming a ton of they're gonna mess up. So sending the actual products, so there are too many variables. So I stay away from that 100%. But if you are owner of the supply chain, I mean, maybe work for you. Also, I see here, what I would do is I'll put the family picture or the mom and the daughter using the product. Then I'll put different bundles. I wouldn't put all of them. And here I only put like the different, I'll put like 4. This is overwhelming. It's like too many. You can add to the chat. I feel like I wouldn't be able to purchase here. A confused might never buy. So if you give them too many choices, they won't pick one. So make sure to pick the best sellers, the top 3. I'll offer the top 3 because there are not too many options. I mean, from pink color to blue color to rainbow, I mean, please only give them like 3 options. That's it. And this is a $11 product. Hopefully you are the owner of this supply chain and you are sending organic traffic to it, because there is no way, I mean, around just doing Facebook ads plus paying for the product plus without upsells. I see that you don't have upsells here. It's kind of difficult to make a profit margin from this website. So make sure that you are actually selling wholesale, like a subscription. I mean, this will be even better. Just like, okay, subscribe to my box and you'll get this every month, not only with the toothbrush but with the toothpaste and, you know, bathroom essentials, kind of like Dollar Shave Club. So I'll visit they are amazing. I mean, Dollar Shave Club, if you go to the website, every single pixel inside that website is optimized for sales. So go to that website and look for ideas on how to bundle this together and then how to write copy for this specific product. And it will be super useful for you, because if I tell you, I'm gonna give you like $3,000 right now to send traffic to this store, and I'm 100% sure that you won't get the $3,000 back, because one, you don't have the upsells. The product is too cheap. It's $11. I mean, there is no way for the conversion to get that across. You need to bundle it somehow. It's not impossible what you're doing, but I mean, you're putting too many barriers. So you need to get better at trying to find a different angle. For this, the logo, you need to put the same thing. Delete the search thing. If you're selling to the US only, make sure to don't put the currency converter. If you're selling to different countries and you are doing Facebook ads to these countries, you can use that. The logo, as we spoke about, I'll put only the bag and maybe a word right here without the square in blue, because it looks amateur. And then that's it. Oh, look at that. We have a pop-up. Not my favorite. Don't leave without taking 10% of your order. If that's working for you, you can leave it, but I wouldn't use it. I'd rather work on the product page and then increase sales that way. And that is it. That's our final store. We review 26 stores. So let's go and turn on the phone and go to the chat. And let's see if you have any questions and see what's going on here. So let's see. Let me read some comments here. What do you think? Don't forget to share your stores, Instagram, Facebook. So what do you think about Facebook live chat? So I just told you, I don't do chats unless it's necessary. Unless that I'm selling something that's 300, something like that, there's no reason for the person to have questions. If they have questions, you are doing something wrong on your product page. So unless you're selling something that's not worth it, that's not worth it. That's expensive. It's a high ticket product. Don't use a live chat. Make sure to do a great job with your product page. What free Shopify do you recommend? The best theme will be the Butte theme. You will laugh, but that's the one I use, the fastest that there is, because I work on actually creating quality content. That's the trick. Quality content, amazing copywriting. The theme doesn't help that much when you think about it. You can make, with a great product and great copywriting, you can make an amazing store. Let's see what else. Let's see what other comments. I thought the stream ended just. So let's see, but it's fine since I'm working. Okay, I just watched the review for my store, and I would love to know which app you recommend for reviews. So there is a video. I'll link that in the description, talking about the top apps that I recommend. I have a list of why I recommend these apps, and also why actually they are awesome for you to be able to increase sales And I just posted a video last week talking about 2 of my favorite apps that if you don't have any budget, I would recommend these apps, okay? So this is regarding the apps. Also, if you are in my newsletter subscribers, you will receive emails every single week talking about tips just like this one, because as you know, e-commerce evolves every single day, and I found out about new things that I always add to my stores, to my agencies, to my clients. So I always try to test and see what's working. So make sure to subscribe to the newsletter. So I actually HP products in stock. That's my store. Great, thanks. Also, that's good if you manage the supply chains. That's an awesome thing to do. So whose product is this? I would love to chat with you. This is my store. Eyelash lashes is my store. That's awesome. Awesome that we got to it. My store is last, lol. That's awesome. But we made it. I mean, you watch it. Now you have. If you have any questions, feel free to send it through DM at @Meneses. I'm always happy to help out. Okay. Then my story is Laszlo. Do you have any question for me, Laura Gomez? So you can chat if you have any question. What's the website that you recommend for the bundle? I'll link the apps that I recommend to bundle things together, so you can use them. Actually, there is a lot of things that I need to link. So hopefully, if I miss something, please remind me in the comments so I can actually check that. Okay. Also, hey girl, no, it wasn't in regards. Okay, that's you talking. Well, I think that is it, guys. So happy you made it until the end. We see 9 people here, so I try to be super detailed with each one. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone, and let me know in the comments if you want to see something like this for your ads. So if you are creating videos and content for your ads, I actually want you to actually send me your videos and actually can watch them and see, and we can do a run like this and we can actually share our thoughts on this. So if you are liking this idea, we can actually do this for ads. This way you will be ready with my free Facebook ads training, the 2-hour free training that you know how to actually start running Facebook and Instagram ads for your store. You know and learn about store optimization today. And then the only thing for you will be how to create video ads. So I can actually put my 2 cents and teach you how to actually make great ads that make people click inside Facebook and Instagram. And also the only thing left will be for you to find a winning product that I have a video on that. And then you'll have all the parts that you need to get started with ecom. As always, thank you so much for staying. I'm so happy that you made it until the end. And if you want me to review your stores and you want me to get to know me one-on-one via video chat, we can go ahead and make the changes that you need. I go 1 hour or 2 hours depending on what you need, and then we can get on it and make the changes so you can start getting sales. Okay, so you can book coaching heymeneses.setmore.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay guys, take care, and make sure to comment if you want to actually if you want me to actually get the Facebook video ads review just like this one for the videos. Okay, take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.